What's up, G Show Land? Welcome to another episode of the G Show Podcast. I am G1, and this is the Geek Out. Oh, listen, don't drink Baja Blast. It's terrible. Oh, God, I feel like shit. Look,
that's a lie.
We got
Don't drink.
It's
a partial
Baja
lie.
Blast Zero Sugar.
Don't drink Baja Blast Zero Sugar. That shit is ass.
I like Baja Blast Zero Sugar. Fuck off.
Get out.
Fuck
Leave.
ass taste. Drink a beer. Be a man. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, we got a stacked fucking show today because I swear to God, I thought we was condensed, nice, easy. But no. Because yesterday, as you can see in the fucking thumbnail, Mel Brooks went crazy and dropped the fucking bombshell on everybody. The way certain countries in the Middle East are dropping bombs on each other right now. I'm trying not to be political here, but ladies and gentlemen, I just got to be honest right off the fucking bat. What the fuck are we doing? What is going on with this fucking world? This week has been fucking nuts. And for what? And for what? For the love of God, we gotta just take a fucking step back and look at reality as it is right now. And it is fucked up. It is fucked up. I'm sorry I'm on a soapbox right now, and I swore I wouldn't do it, but this is not this is not good business, people. Well, Indiana Jones said it the best when he was getting crushed. We are going to die. And it's fucking scary. So whatever y'all plans are for this weekend, tomorrow especially, there's going to be a lot of protesting going on throughout the country. There's going to be a military parade in D.C. Be safe. Be smart. Don't incite. If you're going to protest, do it peacefully. It works. It works. But we're here for a fucking good time. Let's get that. I had to get that out of the way. I'm sorry, y'all. I had to do it. But it's the Geek Out, ladies and gentlemen. It's Friday. Oh, it's not only any Friday. It's Friday the 13th, baby. Chi, ha, ha, ha. Let's go. Oh, we got a stack show. Joining us, as always, the co-host. I am. See, this Baja Blast shit got me fucking jittery. And it was a 0. I don't get it. From the great
chemicals, bro.
From the great state of the tri-state, we got Shin Rob, aka Robbie Buttafuoko over there.
Robbie Buttafuoko over there, finally back with a beer. Whoa, yay. I'm going to go fucking shit my pants. Goodbye.
Salud. Let's see if this fucking fixes me. I don't know. Also joining us, my sib from another crib. We got Gam C1. What's up?
It's time to chew ass and kick bubblegum, and I'm all out of ass.
You know, for about $3.50, you could get some, especially your part of the woods, your neck of the woods. Oh, man. I promise I am going to get better. This is minor setback. And joining us once again from last week, his holdover, we've got Alex. What's up, bro?
This guy. Oh my gosh, it did come on camera. I could have done the beer jug, but me not being under me.
Yes,
yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
Exactly. Y'all might be wondering, where's JR? Where's Brother Chase? Where's Brother JR? That's right, bro. Brother Chase got some things to do, and Brother JR is on vacation right now in Camp Crystal Lake, doing his damn thing for Friday the 13th. So we love y'all. We'll see y'all hopefully next week. But right now, let's get into the fucking shitstorm because this one cracked me up, ladies and gentlemen. The official tagline for this movie: a non-prequel, non-reboot sequel, part 2, but with reboot elements, franchise expansion film. Ladies and gentlemen, Spaceballs, The Schwartz Awakens. Oh my God! Listen, Mel Brooks came out on fucking YouTube yesterday and put out a teaser saying that this movie is happening. And I can't lie, I was at work and the fucking comments, the group chat was going fucking ham all day. I had to shut the group chat off for a bit so I could focus on work, laser focus. And then when I was finally finished with work and I got up on the damn thing, 95 billion threads later, Spaceballs 2 is in there. And I was like, that's not true. That's impossible, right? Luke to Vader. And then I got home because I was still like, nah, this ain't it. This ain't it. I got home and I put the fucking thing on and it was fucking glorious. Right off the bat, I was like, oh my God, this motherfucker didn't miss a beat. Mel Brooks did not miss a beat. The satire was there. And the crawl, it was just a crawl. Did anybody realize that the crawl was about as long as Spaceball 1 takes to go by the camera in the original movie? I don't know. I didn't clock it, but I'm just saying.
It was comedically long, yes.
Hysterical in all the right fucking ways. They got the Spaceballs theme song playing in the back. The Spaceballs laser beams in the... It's just fucking perfect.
And just showing all of the sequels and franchises and prequels and reboots that have happened in the 37 years that's been since the first Spaceballs.
Oh my God. How funny was that?
That was great.
DCU Volume 1, the DCU Volume 2, it tries it again. 36 Marvel movies. Like, I was pissing my pants, but yo, Rob, I think you broke this on the chat yesterday.
I did.
What was your thoughts?
Well, first thought was, this ain't real. This is a late April Fool's joke because Mel Brooks can make a late April Fool's joke. But yo, watching that fucking text crawl, hearing all the familiarities and shit, it was fucking hype. And then finding out that the official title is Spaceballs, the Schwartz trademark awakens is fucking beautiful. Legitimately fucking beautiful. Like, I want a physical ticket with that on it just so I can hang it up.
Shit, that's great. I didn't even realize that. That's
No.
fucking great.
Well, hold on a minute, because that could just be like saying, oh, hey, this movie's coming out into 2027, just with a fun little tagline. But it could, the actual subtitle of the movie could still be The Search for More Money.
It could be. Or Spaceballs 2, the sequel. I don't know. The Schwartz Awakens is funny, yes, because it pokes fun, but I thought it could have been something more Mel Brooksy. But then again, he hasn't really ever made a sequel. I mean, History of the World Part 2 really doesn't count. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, we live in the world where Jim Carrey not only did a sequel, but he did a whole gosh darn trilogy. So,
and I'm pretty sure he's gonna pop up in the fourth one.
Probably.
Good Lord, you ain't lying.
Don't give him the money.
Yeah. Games, what do you think about Spaceballs 2?
So, I love Spaceballs, right? I've always, been enamored with the idea of The Search for More Money, because that's all what everybody in the rumor mill's always been calling what the sequel would be titled, and now that it's actually real and not just some fan-made edited together slop to clickbait people, because that happens a lot on YouTube.
It does.
My God. It's surreal. It really is surreal. And then it just really cemented it when Mel Brooks himself, just sitting on a couch, came up on screen and was like, yeah, it's happening. This is real. I'm not trolling you. This is not one of those clickbait videos. I'm here talking to you about it right now. And now I'm wondering, did they confirm Rick Moranis is also returning?
Yes.
It was confirmed, but it wasn't like 1,000% confirmed.
Oh, because last I heard, that dude was retired. So
He came out of retirement to do the Mint Mobile commercial with his fellow Canadian Ryan Reynolds.
Fair. Yeah, he did do that. I've seen that one commercial.
Yeah, I watched it yesterday just to refresh my memory, and I was just like, his comedic timing is perfect. He's just deadpanning the entire commercial, and I loved it. Oh.
It would be so great if he could come back one last time for just this perfect story of a sequel. Oh, but I hope they don't fuck it up. I really hope they don't fuck it up because, like, it's still modern Hollywood. So, like,
right,
it's a 50-50 shot at this point.
You're not lying. That's what's scary. It is still modern Hollywood. You're right, Alex. I mean, you're the youngest one here, doing film major, right?
Yeah.
You've had to have seen Spaceballs, one of the greatest, if not, definitely top 5 comedies of all time.
I've had before. I think it was during quarantine I saw it. I think I rented it and just watched it on my own.
Okay.
I thought it was pretty funny. I want to give it another watch. Yeah.
Man, this is like the heyday of the G Show, the very beginning.
Well,
Right?
I have opinions.
Can't even like get words out. What in the world?
Well, can I
so good.
Can I talk about my opinions on the sequel?
Go ahead, of course.
Okay, finally. So I kind of knew this was in the works. I heard buzz about a Spaceballs 2, and I'm like, yeah, sure, pal. We'll see if it gets made. And of course, here we are. And when I saw the trailer, I was like, or like the teaser, I'm like, yeah, this is gonna be this fire. I did like the first one. I did watch the first one like quarantine like once, so I have seen it, but maybe I'm just not that much inclined or cultured as you guys are. That's
fair. I'm not even gonna argue that one with you because you are very young. You just don't. You really had to be in or around that time, or just a novel appreciation for fun.
I like the Band-Aid on him. I like the
Band-Aid, the fucking Lone Star's Winnebago in his eye. This fucking the dent on his forehead from smoke if you got him. Come on, man. This is perfect. This is fucking perfect. Spaceballs is one of those movies that I've watched about 1 billion times. I swear that, like Beetlejuice said, and it keeps getting funnier every time I see it. Oh God,
shout out to YouTube because it's free on YouTube. Like it's been for like the past month and a half.
Oh, sweet. Yeah. But I mean, like, look, Spaceballs is one of the best satire comedies, one of the best spoofs ever. I'm trying to think of what came before Spaceballs that was like a spoof thing. That was like, so what they're spoofing. It's like they don't even spoof Star Trek. It's all Star Wars.
Something to this level of spoofage wouldn't happen again until Scary Movie.
Right. Well, absolutely. No, I'm lying. That's not true. National Lampoon's Loaded Weapon 1.
Oh, I've never seen that one.
Oh my God, Emilio Estevez and Samuel L. Jackson playing fucking Riggs and Murtaugh.
Samuel L. motherfucking Jackson, bro.
That's a funny movie. It's one of the best, and Tim Curry's in that one. Vilden is
good.
Shit. Yeah, it's fucking great. I love that movie. Movie night? Let's do it.
Movie night, bro.
All right, more on this though. Rob. Rick Moranis comes back for this, bro. This has got to be like the most epic thing because I just saw something where he turned down a stupid amount of money for the Ghostbusters sequels, not Ghostbusters 2.
Afterlife and the Big Freeze, whatever it's called.
Yeah, and Kingdom of the Frozen Empire? Skull or whatever.
Frozen Empire?
No, the Big Freeze. Anyway,
Big Freeze works, yeah. He turned down a stupid amount of money for it. But this is the one, right? Like, this would get him out. You know what? Fuck it. I'll come back and do this one, and I'm out. Because I'm pretty sure it ain't going to be another Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Although, shout out because that was fantastic. Rick
They
Moranis.
did try. They did try. I'm pretty sure there was a new Honey I Shrunk the Kids not too long ago.
Oh shit! I had no
Oh,
clue.
wow.
I'm pretty sure.
Or was
I
it
could be
some
misremembering.
straight to video crap?
I think it was a Disney Plus thing or a Hulu
Oh
thing.
God, really?
I think so.
All right. Straight to streaming thing. All right.
Shit.
You can fact check me, but if Rick Moranis is coming back for anything, I feel like it would be this, because this was the one thing where it was just like it was never going to happen.
Yeah.
Like, bro definitely called up Mel Brooks after finishing the final scene of his final movie saying, "Yeah, I'm done with acting. I'm taking care of my wife. I won't come back unless you do a Spaceballs 2." And then just said it with like complete conviction that it was never going to happen. And here we are. I mean, Bill Pullman and his son are coming back.
Bro, not for nothing. That is the funniest thing in the world because, first off, I did not know that the Sentry in Thunderbolts was Bill Pullman's son.
Yes.
And then
Yeah.
when I saw the side by side, I'm like, holy shit. But two, his name is going to be Starburst, apparently.
Starburst,
Honestly makes it even better.
like the candy.
I love it so fucking much. See, that's the because it's so fucking corny. It's hysterical. It works. It's Spaceballs. Fuck.
If they don't do a Starburst collaboration, I'm gonna riot.
Like,
I mean, shit.
I'm going to openly steal a joke from, I think it was Jeremy Johns on YouTube.
That guy.
Bro, if I start hearing from like early screeners that the humor is just dated and cringe and like it's stuck in the past in the 80s, that's just gonna make me more hype.
I hear
Yeah.
that. So, all right, thank you, Game. That's a great point to jump off of because here's one of the things, and I don't know why I feel this way because I don't really have nothing against the dude. It's just something that's weird that rubs me wrong. But Josh Gad is like co-writing, producing this, and I don't have nothing against the dude. I love his Olaf, right? But I'm kind of like,
Oh wait, that guy's co-writing this?
and producing, yeah, and he's gonna star in it apparently. And I swear to God, there's only one role he can possibly portray in this, and that is the son of Barf. That's the only thing he could be. Because rest John Candy.
I don't know. He could totally be like a spoof of what's his face from the fucking Disney trilogy. The X-Wing pilot guy.
Poe?
Dameron?
The one
No.
Yeah.
No.
Josh Gad, the man is about as cool as a fucking hemorrhoid.
And that's the joke.
But that's
Okay.
not funny. He's just not cool.
Okay,
That's-
but
you see that? All right, Rob, you get what I'm trying to say? Because I got nothing against the dude, but there's something about the dude.
He's
Okay.
just cornball. That's all he is.
fellas, let's be real. It could have been worse. It could have been James Corden.
Yeah.
Fellas, it could have been worse. It could have been Jared Leto.
Hey!
Rob, I
I
thought you
mean,
hated.
shit.
Rob, I thought you hated James Corden like
Dude,
more than
as-
anyone in this world.
I hate James Corden, but I hate Jared Leto even
Listen.
more.
as Dark Helmet's son. Little Helmet.
No, they better call him Micro Helmet for that.
Oh
point.
my God, dude. Come on, man. It's so good. Like the fucking potential's there. I want to see Colonel Sanders. What's the matter, Colonel Sanders? Come on, man. Listen, the potential is there to have like that Naked Gun remake trailer where they're all crying at at their father's pictures. The potential is fucking there for this. I cannot wait.
What other like fan castings would y'all have like for comedian actors that are around right now for this?
Honestly, I can't think of anybody because I'm not into the comedy game
Shane Gillis. Shane
nowadays.
Gillis.
And you got to remember too, back then I think the only comedian that was in Spaceballs was Joan Rivers.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean John
Yeah.
Candy was a funny motherfucker, but I don't think bro ever did stand up.
Yeah, exactly. He was him and Rick Moranis came from the same Canadian comedy show or troupe. I think CNTV or some shit.
Something like that.
Some of the bits are hysterical. If you go online and look at Rick Moranis and John Candy's barbershop quartet, I think, from that Canadian show, it's from like the late 70s, early 80s. I was pissing my pants one Sunday morning. It's like 4 o'clock in the morning, and I'm scrolling, and I am dying. I'm like, this was gold. This was gold. I'm so happy that I got to see this fucking, I don't know what this era of filmmaking, Spaceballs, getting them together. It's just like, come on, you can't be serious.
I'd like to see Gabriel Iglesias fluffy in it.
Oh, Gabriel Iglesias would be ungal fucking peak.
The only way I would rock with that is if he's like, you know how Pizza the Hut was a fucking giant pizza?
Yeah, they play on that.
Yeah, if he was like fluff.
Yeah.
Stupid ass Cool Whip. But again, if we're doing that, does it run the risk of, all right, we've seen this kind of before, they just redoing the thing? Because again, yes, it's called the Schwartz Awakening so far. Do they do what Star Wars did and just remake A New Hope? Remakes. I hope to God that's not it. But they do Mega Maid 2.0, and she's got band-aids like this fucking bitch right here with the dark helmet. Oh God, it's put together with duct tape. Oh my fucking God. God, I'm sorry. I've been dreaming about this shit forever, bro. Like, what could they possibly do with a sequel? It's like it's a perfect fucking comedy. You don't have to do a sequel. And here we are, 37, 38 years fucking later. Gonna be 40 years when the fucking movie comes out, then a fucking sequel. Unbelievable.
Definitely, if the trailer's anything to go by, it's going to make fun of the franchisization and corporatization of movies.
Which is honestly perfect. Make fun of the legacy sequels. Make fun of the sequel trilogies. Make fun of the fucking shows because you can't get the movies right. Make fun of cinematic
universes. Yeah.
Honestly, yeah, like you, dude.
Here we go.
Mel Brooks has so fucking much material to work with.
Yes.
He really does. 37 years.
Here we go. Here's a fan casting for you. It's not a comedian. Here's a fan casting for you, though. Mel Brooks, as you can honestly say, he's going to be 97, 98 years old. Like, that's legit if he's not 97, 98 right now. So bless that man for being alive for this long and doing it. Obviously, he can't play President Scrooge anymore, right? But his son, his motherfucking son. Oh my God! Why the fuck? See, this is what happens. I drank
something, Brooks.
It's not his real son. Hang on. Why can't I remember? Here we go. His son, President Scrooge Jr., Adam Driver.
Bro, if they get Adam Driver to get in this movie, it would be peak. Getting an actual fucking Star Wars actor to be in a spoof. Let's go.
Dude, right before COVID hit, the last movie I saw was The Dead Don't Rise, or The Dead Don't Something with
Dead
Bill
Don't Die.
Murray. The Dead Don't Die, thank you. And he had the Star Destroyer keychain on his keys. And I was like, it's just fucking funny, man. And then COVID happened, and it was like, all right, it's a wrap. But, dude, Adam Driver, President Scrooge Jr., you've got to be fucking kidding me.
That'd be perfect.
Yeah, because I wouldn't want to see Dark Helmet Jr. I want to see Dark Helmet. I want to see Rick Moranis as Dark Helmet. There's no other ones. Maybe he's playing with toys and pretending he had a kid. That would be funny. No, sir, I didn't see you playing with your figures again, your toys again. Good.
Merchandising.
Super 7, hit it up.
Rob. See, I love you, Rob. I fucking love you. And I think I'm finding my stride now in beer number 2. I got that Baja Blast out my system. Here we go. Spaceballs the Scud missile in today's climate. Fuck. Oh my God. We know Bill Pullman is coming back.
Yes.
Totally fuck around and play upon Independence Day. I'm just saying. I would love it.
I wouldn't mind it. I mean, the man came back for the Independence Day sequel. Coming back for Spaceballs seems right up his alley.
Right
So
up.
I'm here for it.
Absolutely.
What Independence Day sequel?
I want to see Daphne Zuniga. I can't pronounce her last name.
Resurrection. I do believe the subtitle for the Independence Day sequel is. We acknowledge that one because that one's cool.
Oh, okay. I thought we don't acknowledge that one.
No.
No. The movie that didn't get a sequel was Pacific Rim.
What?
Yeah.
What you talking about? I swear to God, I seen that movie.
I saw it with my brother in the theater. It was pretty good. I had fun.
No, you didn't.
It never happened.
Nah.
It's fake. We got you.
It was the chemicals and the chemtrails up in the sky making you hallucinate thinking another Pacific Rim movie came out.
I'm pretty sure I have it on Steelbook.
No, man.
No.
It's a lie.
That's a lie.
I'm pretty sure I have it.
No, you don't.
Was that Jonathan Frakes? It's not true. We lied. No, listen. Casting from the original movie, who would you bring back? I would absolutely love to see Princess Vespa. You have to bring the Jewish princess back, right? Because obviously her and Lone Star had to get married. Here we go. Why not just open the fucking floodgates? Carrie Ells, however you pronounce it, does a cameo as Robin Hood. Space Robin Hood. Oh, come on, man. It's so stupid. It works.
It does. It does work. It would be, I mean, I don't want to be that guy. I don't. But Mel Brooks has had an extremely long and seasoned career. It would be great if not only was this a great sequel, but it just was a celebration of his career skittered throughout the movie as well. I think it would be great to see everybody he could get back to come back.
I love that as like a final sayonara.
But he's Mel Brooks. The man, he transcends reality. He'll probably be making movies after he's gone to the great merchandising table in the sky.
It's true. May the Schwartz be with you. What a world. What a world. God damn. I want to know if he improv that line, bro, because it's so fucking good. It's so spontaneous. It's so Mel Brooks. It's so Mel Brooks. Oh, Mel Brooks. It's good to be the king, huh? You ain't lying.
Factual.
All right. I could sit here and I can gush on and on and on about Spaceballs too, but there is a lot more stuff we got to get to. As I pull up, did I even? Yeah, I did. All right, good. Thank God. All right. From Spaceballs to the box office. Let's talk about the box office, ladies and gentlemen. And as I get rid of that, let's talk about the box office and how the ballerina missteps at the box office. Is this because of John Wick? Is it the John Wick effect? Two ways of looking at this, right? This movie needed John Wick to be in it to be successful, or this movie did not need John Wick in it to be successful. Alex, I'll go to you, resident film school guy. What do you think?
Well, as someone who is also working at a theater, it's like every other ticket is kind of almost to go see Ballerina. Ballerina at the theater I work at is pretty popular. We don't really sell out, but we get a good amount of people to see it every day. So not only film school, I'm also working at a movie theater. So, but yeah, there's a good amount of people coming to see Ballerina. So I still haven't seen the movie. My dad and I are gonna go see it hopefully soon because my dad loves John Wick. He loves action movies. Again, we saw Mission Impossible, Final Reckoning with each other. Go see that movie. But I still need to to give like a review of the film. I still need to watch it. But from what I see when I'm working, when I'm like scanning people's tickets in Ballerina was pretty popular. A lot of people, a lot of much older folks really wanted to see Ballerina, and I hear that a lot of them actually pretty enjoyed it.
Wow, all right. Didn't answer the question, but okay.
Okay, what? Please, what was the question about the box office?
The box office, yeah. So I respect that your theater is getting huge traction, but like overall, Lilo and Stitch ate that shit up for dinner.
Oh yeah, it's Lilo and Stitch. Literally every other ticket still like many years later, not many, like weeks later, after Lilo and Stitch, there's people were still coming to see Lilo and Stitch. Everyone is coming to see Lilo and Stitch. They're like Lilo and Stitch is possibly the worst movie that came out, like box office wise, because there's so many other movies that are getting fucking trampled, like Ballerina, and like Ballerina. It's like I'm pretty sure the box office is hurting for this movie, and it's because the mouse decided to drop a remake, and then every single middle-aged white woman is watching Lilo and Stitch with their family and pointing and buying more plush toys because all of our merchandise of Lilo and Stitch sold out within a day.
Good Lord have mercy. Gams, is it the John Wick effect that's making it misstep at the box office?
I'm not too sure because I'm very early into my journey in the John Wick universe.
Oh!
I haven't seen John Wick 3 or 4. So
right, I remember. Don't watch them. It's fine. You're good. You're fine. They don't exist. What's that Pacific Rim sequel? It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. It's a shame that John Wick never had a trilogy.
Ended on
or a quadrilogy for that matter.
Yeah, ended on a cliffhanger. We got Ballerina.
I haven't seen Ballerina yet either, so I don't know how integral John Wick is to the plot or not. But I see in that poster one of my favorite Walking Dead actors, so I may actually go watch that.
You see Norman Reedus, eh?
Yeah, Norman Reedus. I love him.
That's Hideo Kojima's best friend, bro.
Absolutely.
They're adorable together.
Rob, what do you think?
Well, honestly, I don't fucking know. All I see is that Lilo and Stitch just crossed over 800 million worldwide, and that's nuts.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it might cross 1 billion. I'm gonna be frank with you because being Rob ain't theoretically correct right now. But as far as Ballerina goes, it's a shame that it isn't doing better. I mean, it's not flopping immediately. I think it could cross because I think it's at 57.1, and I know its budget was a little bit closer to 100, but not 100. So I think it has a chance. As for the effect and the who, what, where, and why, bro, it's Lilo and Stitch.
Yeah.
That movie is doing so well, Disney might have it in theaters all of June into July.
Oh, God, you're right.
Yeah.
They might, because I'm pretty sure it's on track to be their most successful live-action remake of the bunch at this point.
Oh, shit, you are definitely not lying. Jungle Book did well critically, but I don't know about the financials. Ever since then, it's been a roller coaster. I gotta look at what Beauty and the Beast did. But you might be right. You might be 1,000% right.
I think the only thing that could possibly be standing in its way is that god-awful fucking Lion King remake.
Did that really blow up like that, though? I thought that shit hit
I'm pretty sure. No,
But, okay, the Lion King remake or the Mufasa prequel? Because the Mufasa prequel barely, like...
No, the remake, not Mufasa. The 2019 movie.
Yeah, that crossed over 1 billion.
Yeah, 1.657 billion.
Oh, shit. I'm gonna be a mighty king. It's good to be the king.
Let me tell you about my brother.
But it's like... I don't understand it. It's Lilo and Stitch. Like, go watch the objectively better version on Disney Plus that's animated.
Alex,
people don't see that, bro.
Alex, let me ask you a question, right?
Yeah.
Are you old enough to remember when Disney used to actually go into the vault and put out one of their classic animated movies back in theaters? Are you old enough to remember that? Or
I think I did see. I think that's how I saw. I'm pretty sure I saw a classic Disney movie in the theater. Again, it was probably when I was like an infant, and my mom just like my mom wanted to entertain me for wanted me to shut up for a minute. So
I'm sure that worked real well.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure Gam Gam and
wow, wow, Rob,
y'all been around for that, right? Like y'all been able to see one of the Disney Vault movies come back to theaters for a limited time only. You know.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I was there for that. Lion King, The Little Mermaid.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they did Snow White when I was still in grade school.
They definitely did do Snow White. I remember that coming out.
Yeah. I mean, they made pretty decent money off of that too, just based off of the name and the notoriety of the film alone. And I still say doing something like that, or even like a 5-movie marathon and selling tickets for that, just having a theater out for the whole day just to watch animated Disney movies, probably will hurt your reputation a lot less than remaking Snow White and totally just shitting the bed.
Oof.
I'm sorry, Rachel.
Two remakes in a row, 2 live action remakes in a row Disney put out that doesn't hold up to the original, yet one blows everything out of the fucking water.
Yeah, unfortunately, it was just going to happen because it's Lilo and Stitch.
Yeah,
it's the egg Disney never really let gestate long enough.
And I gotta be honest, yo, the promotional material I've been seeing, like literally this week for Lilo and Stitch, has me cracking the fuck up. I'm not gonna go see the movie. I won't. But I gotta be honest, it's like they've got the cast, and then Stitch is in the, on the other side on a chair, and he's like just talking to the cast, like he's like, "You want to see what Hollywood done to me?" Oh, bro, it is hysterical. It is hysterical. I can't lie. I gotta give it mad props.
I did the floss, and I wanted to kill myself.
That was it. Yes, yeah. Oh my god, and I hate that shit too. But that was funny as fuck, as an old fuddy duddy here. My take on the Ballerina: when that ship sails, I'm gonna watch it. When that ship sails, I'm gonna watch it. I just can't find myself going to the theaters to see it because, after John Wick 2, I don't know what happened to the franchise. They did have Nobody. Nobody is actually a good movie, and a sequel's coming for that.
From my boy, Timo Tejano. You better go see that. Support my boy. I'm just saying.
That first movie was really fucking good. Such an underrated gem.
Agreed.
That's a part of a larger franchise. Nobody for me is way better than fucking John Wick 4. That never happened. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to that. I am disappointed because I love this cast for the Ballerina. I love Ana de Armas. I love her. Fucking Keanu Reeves is Keanu Reeves. That man can do no wrong in my book.
Factual.
And it's just, I think, I don't know. It might have been Lilo and Stitch. It might have just been put out in a bad time. Maybe this movie should have came out in January. One of them off months, right? Like, not June.
Don't drop this shit in dump month, bro. That's for fucking Blumhouse movies that have a budget of like 1.3 million.
I feel you.
John Wick, nah.
I feel what you're saying. You want the Blumhouse movie to hit, right?
Huh?
That's because you want the Blumhouse movie to hit, right?
Well, yeah, because nobody else is gonna fucking dare do anything during dump month that they actually have faith in.
Then put it in February. I mean, make
Ballerina
a Valentine's Day movie, right? Like everybody would listen. I don't want to sound a misogynist here, right? But look, if I was a teenager again, and I gotta take my girl, my guy, whatever. I gotta take my date out on Valentine's Day. But I like action movies. I'm gonna go see the Ballerina, right? Because it's the Ballerina. She gonna like it. I know it's a John Wick spinoff. I'm gonna like it. That's where I would put it. I would put it in motherfucking Valentine's Day. But I digress. That's one. Speaking of Lilo and Stitch, let's get out of here because there's another movie that has been, not fucking shit up, but it comes out today, ladies and gentlemen. Woo! Will Toothless take a bite out of Stitch? Battle of the live action remakes, ladies and gentlemen. here's the conversation we need to have. So we can obviously say, we can easily say Ballerina was up against the juggernaut with Lilo and Stitch because that shit keeps chugging along, right? Alex works at a movie theater and just said Lilo and Stitch is like every other ticket sold. That's crazy. But is this going to trump? Oh, I didn't mean to say that. Is this going to top Lilo and Stitch this weekend? Is How to Train Your Dragon that good of a movie that the live action one is going to have people rushing, flocking, flying, if you will, to theaters? I'm going to start with you, Gams.
I think that it has a good chance of doing it. I do, because, How to Train Your Dragon's a pretty beloved movie. It's the early reviews are mostly saying that, it's a live action remake. So, nobody really listens to critics anyway. So
that's true.
There's a lot of nostalgia and belovedness tied to the property. And especially considering, both the original director, the original composer, a bunch of people from the animated version are coming onto this movie, and everyone knows it because it's been all over the news when it comes to this movie. So I have a feeling it has a solid shot of taking the number one spot this weekend.
Bigly, or just by the,
I mean, considering the fact that it's Lilo and Stitch's third weekend?
I think it's fifth
Weekend.
Fifth.
Yeah, it might do it pretty bigly.
All right. Alex, I'm gonna ask you. You work at the theater. Did you see pre-sale ticket sales yet?
Oh yes, we did.
Okay. What's your popcorn buckets look like?
Popcorn buckets were selling. People were coming to see How Do You Train Your Dragon. And the thing is, we did an early, I think, so usually we can do like Wednesday screenings. Thursday screenings. We did a Wednesday screening, and people were coming. People were coming to see this movie. They were there, and I hear from people, it's the same movie, live action remake, but it's really good. Like, it's not, and again, from being the anti-Disney, like DreamWorks being anti-Disney, they actually do good with their remakes. From what I hear, one of my managers, she is a connoisseur of film in a way. So she was just saying, no, this is like gas as hell. And I'm like, damn, I guess I gotta. I'm waiting for my girlfriend to get here before we go to G-Fest to watch it. So I'm gonna wait till then. But no, we're from what the 2 days I worked, we're selling a good amount of tickets to see, for people wanting to come see How to Train Your Dragon. And there was people showing up in onesies, like costumes from the movie, and it's like maybe people will actually are going to actually watch a good remake for once in their lives.
And speaking of it being a quote unquote good remake, from what I hear, a lot of the movie is actually like one for one the same as the original animated version. And like a lot of people are taking this as like, because a lot of the quote unquote changes are not actually changes, they're additions. So people are looking at this as like an extended cut of the movie that just so happens to be live action.
Yep.
Okay. I did not know that.
I didn't know that either.
Before I get to you, Rob, I'm going to throw my 2 cents in.
Please.
I remember watching the original movie because a friend of mine, my best friend actually, he was like, watch the movie. And I'm like, watch the movie. I watched the movie. I was like, oh, shit. That's a good fucking movie.
It's literally the story about a boy and his dog if his dog was a dragon.
Exactly. And you know what? That's like a timeless tale. It just works all the time. It just works. They fucking nailed it. I'm not gonna see this. I'm gonna be real.
What?
Yeah, I'm not. I got no interest. Listen, my interest lies on is it the end of this month or July 2nd? Whenever fucking Dino Thunder comes out,
July 2nd.
I'm there. I'm there for Jurassic World. And then 6 days later, I got the advanced screening to see Superman. Thank you, Amazon. That's what I'm there for. Those are my next two movies in the theaters.
But dragons.
No, I get that. But see, here's my problem. And I'll you know what, though? You know what? You're right, Gams. You're right. Because here's my problem. Watching the NBA Finals the other day, they showed a fucking trailer for this. And I sat there and I said, my God. See, because the dragons look like, all right, yeah, I see. That's what they look like in the cartoons. And all right, live action, and whatever, texture, all that shit. But there was something about it that really kind of resonated. Like it was really hitting. Maybe it was the kid playing that guy. What's his name? See,
Hiccup.
I only know Toothless. And I know that fucking Gerard Butler's reprising his role as the dad. Am I mistaken? No, right?
Yes, he is.
That's dope. I like that. But man, there was something with the live action shit. It was conveying, man. It was coming across. And I was like, oh shit, okay. This is a movie that I would watch when it comes to Max. Or it's probably coming to Peacock.
Yeah, because it's a Universal movie.
Because it's Universal. I would totally watch it then. I just can't. I can't see myself rushing out into the theaters to see this. It's going to be a sea of younger people, young parents. Not young parents, but new parents who loved the original when they were children. Now they have their children. They're bringing their kids there. My daughter don't want to see this shit. I know that. She's like, oh well, I'll go with my girlfriend. Okay, fine. Leave Dad here by himself. No problem. It looks good. I take nothing away from it. I think it will take a huge bite without teeth into Lilo and Stitch this weekend. I just don't want these live action remakes of classic animated films anymore. Because I swear to fucking God, if this shit leads to a Toy Story fucking live action movie, I am done. I'm throwing in the towel. We're never doing this shit again. The G show will be officially over. I'll dismantle it. And I will move to Atlantis. I digress. That's to Rob. What's your thoughts?
Well, first off, they're too busy making unneeded fucking sequels for Toy Story to do a live action remake. So we're safe for another 7 years.
Salud.
So as far as How to Train Your Dragon goes, first trailer, really didn't see the point in it existing. But then I had some homies who went to go see it actually say that it's the type of remake that Disney wishes they were making. Oh. And then that's when I knew. That's when I knew, because it respects the source material and adds to it. It doesn't take away, but it adds, like Gam said. So that, to me, gave me a little bit more faith just in the quality, not so much its performance. I do feel it's going to take Lilo and Stitch out of the number one spot, just because I feel like even the younger demographic right now, like, they were around for the original.
Oh, dude, and let's not even mention the merchandising. Those toys are flying off the shelves.
Well, the toys are also fucking fire, but it's kind of crazy that yesterday night alone, the movie already made $15.7 million.
Oh, preview sales only.
Yeah. So, it's being unleashed for the weekend right now. It's probably going to carry over like smallly into the holiday weekend for July 4th. But for the most part, I do have faith that it's going to take Lilo and Stitch out of the top spot. I don't know for how much longer, just because Lilo and Stitch has been out for well over a month now, I think. But I mean, I'm not going to go into the theaters to see this. If it ends up on Peacock, thanks to Gams, I'll watch it there. Because I love the original trilogy. The original trilogy is what it is to me. I love all of those movies. And the fact that they've already confirmed and dated a sequel to this for 2027 is bonkers. So I have a feeling they're pretty confident. I'm pretty confident in it stealing the spotlight from Lilo and Stitch. I don't know how long because Lilo and Stitch kind of has like this. Whoa, hiccup. Sorry.
All good.
Yeah, that's a character. That's the name of the main character.
Yes, it is. Lilo and Stitch kind of has like this weird strong arm thing going on right now. So maybe for the weekend, maybe for the remainder of June. Who knows? Who can say? But I have faith. I have faith, especially after hearing that it's not a soulless, pointless remake.
I like that what you said. It's like it's not that and added on it. It's definitely not the special editions, George Lucas. I mean, fucking me, bro. You got my money twice. I didn't go see Return of the Jedi because I was disappointed. And Return of the Jedi is my favorite Star Wars movie of all time. Period. I'm scared that they dated the sequel for 2027 because, I mean, we got this in 2027. And as we switch topics, we got this in 2027. That's right. I'm using the same fucking tagline we used earlier this week when we did a Godzilla block party. Cam was with us. Give us Mo Dean. Seriously, Matthew Modine dropping all the fucking bombs on Instagram and his socials, and then he deleted it. But this one stood up. Godzilla X Kong Supernova is a thing we've been talking about now for a couple of months. It's one of those things we fucking love. I love to talk about it. It's oh my god, as Hey, Side Bros, it's time to rise up. Yes, Spider-Man. I love that you're here. You know,
We missed you during the impromptu.
we missed you. Yeah, sorry, that was like a random. What was that? Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever it was. Sorry,
Whatever it was.
Tuesday. Yeah, it was Tuesday. You're right, because Wednesday the new comics came out, and I got to read Justice League X Kong. Anyway, digress. 3. Matthew Modine went ham apparently Tuesday, and was just like, "Yeah, dude, I'm old. I don't know. Hey, what is this secret shit we supposed to do? This." I love it when older actors don't give a fuck. I love it. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I feel happened here. Especially when he threw this up there. I mean, come on, man. Is this not obvious? Is this not obvious? So, you're going to wait now. Alex, I'm going to start with you before I do. My YouTube never notified me until after the stream. Well, thank you for clicking the bell. Holy shit. Look at I love you, Spider-Man. I love you, Spider-Man. Alex, I know you're a Rob bro, right? So I'm pretty sure I know where this is going. But Matthew Modine, who you probably don't even know, but you should because you're a fucking film student, right?
I should know.
Drops these bombs on social media, pretty much giving away the plot. What's your thoughts?
You got my actual thoughts? Like my straight thoughts?
No, the ones you made up.
Yeah, the ones made up. I kind of just saw them. Cool. Anyways, but because it's just like let's be honest, fellas. Like boys, girls, non-binary, gender fluid individuals. Let's all be honest with each other. We all knew Spacegodzilla was going to be in here. This being a quote unquote confirmation, it was kind of like, all right, cool. It's more just like I'm excited on what they're gonna do with Spacegodzilla. I'm excited if they're gonna do anything new with Spacegodzilla, but you know, it as the podcast Monsterverse stan, the one who loves the Monsterverse so much, I saw this and I was like, all right, cool. Anyways, would you like a large popcorn with that or regular size? It's just like like I'm just excited. Trust me, I love the Monsterverse. I love everything about it. But like for like it's like telling us like stuff we already kind of knew about. Like just the title Supernova, I was like, yeah, it's Spacegodzilla. They're like, don't even try to hide it. Don't even try to hide it. Don't hide it. Like the fact we're getting Mothra returning, I like. I like. Maybe that's, or like we get the Shobi Jin. Maybe we have what's her name? It's from King of the Monsters. Shit, they're like, they were like the Mothra twins. I want them back.
Zhang
Zi, yeah, I want them back because Kadam goated movie on Golly G, but it was just more of a that's nice, sweetie. Anyways, because it's just like, it's stuff we already knew. It's like we like to speculate that it's Space Godzilla. It's Supernova. Of course it's Space Godzilla. Of course it's Space Godzilla. Now, if my only few speculations is Space Godzilla isn't the only monster in this movie. That's just my speculation. I kind of want a deep cut like Dogura, but everyone's gonna jump in and say that's not gonna happen. I know it's not gonna happen, but I would just like it.
Jesus, Jiminy, fucking crickets, Christ. Games, when did Chase jump on his fucking podcast? Oh my God.
I know, right? Goodness gracious.
Jesus. Games, we went in depth. We did about 45, 50 minutes the other day, but I mean, come on. What'd you take?
All right. Well, it wasn't outright confirmed before this. I mean, it's still technically not outright confirmed until Legendary themselves make the announcement. But, there was a lot of theories bouncing around as to, what the supernova meant. Some people thought that, it was Godzilla that was going supernova and he was going to die. And, other people thought, it doesn't have to be Space Godzilla. It could be Gigan. It could be alien invaders like the Zeliads coming down from the heavens with their army of futuristic sci-fi weapons and UFOs and space monsters like Gigan. Being on the pushing back kind of side, RJ, you were friggin' on the team Gigan at first when this was first announced, but now we have Matthew Modine, who can't keep his mouth shut just as much as Mark Ruffalo can't keep his mouth shut.
And Tom Holland.
I think they got Tom Holland on the raps though now. They're like, listen, bro, shut the fuck up.
Shut up. But Space Godzilla. I'm kind of excited because, I've always been of the opinion that everything that Space Godzilla's been in, video games, comics, merchandise, etc., has been better than his actual debut movie. So,
fucking true.
Why would it be any different for this? Give us big budget Hollywood CGI Space Godzilla. I want to see that. That's going to be cool as hell. And now that it's like almost outright confirmed that it's Space Godzilla, now those people on the Monsterverse forums, on Godzilla Twitter and Reddit and stuff, who always say, oh, that cave painting with the Godzilla with the wings, the Zozla Halawa, that's now valid because Space Godzilla got confirmed by this actor. I am now vindicated. And to those people, I say, shut the fuck up. Read a book. Zozla Halawa refers to Godzilla himself.
Don't read the books. Especially the GXK book.
But the GVK book, which mentions Zozla Halawa.
Yeah, you can tell. All right, read that one. Just don't read the GXK one.
No, definitely read the GXK one because it's cool and it makes fucking sense and people need to get the fuck over it.
Yeah,
thank you, Rob. Thank you.
He's wrong. All right, he's wrong.
No, I'm right. I'm sorry. G1 versus Shinrob. We going at it. Let's go for it. Get your dukes up, G1.
Are we talking?
I'll lick your face.
For the novelizations.
Hold your earrings. I'm about to get my Vaseline out, bro.
Are we talking about the?
I don't have earrings. But if you get the Vaseline, I'll pull it out for you.
I'm so confused.
Jesus, tap dancing Christ! You just had to go there. Well, all right. had to get me fucking half chub with Space Godzilla on screen.
I love you, brother.
I love you too, dude.
You know, with that being said, I've said enough. I already, if you need to hear more of my thoughts, go watch the previous podcast. We did it on Tuesday. It should still be up.
Look at this pimp right here. That's why I love him so much.
I'm
Rob.
still so confused. Are we talking about the prequel stuff or the novelizations?
We're
The
just talking about
novelization.
everything
Okay.
in general. Rob, man, rip this shit apart.
All right. This isn't fucking news. That's it. Bro, just be posting JPEGs on the Instagram store. No, I'm not that cynical. I'm not. So, Space Godzilla. If we're going to talk about a character that so drastically needed a new fucking lease on life, it's definitely Space Godzilla because, as Gam Gam said, the guy really hasn't had much to go off of beyond like his movie, but you know, comics, video games, and everything. They kind of really shaped the idea and the silhouette of Space Godzilla and how much of a threat he can actually be. So if Space Godzilla is the big bad for the next movie, I feel like they have a pretty tall order to take right here. I want a large number 9, a number 6, like that type of shit, because Space Godzilla is poised, I think, to do like, you know, terrible and great things. And my only hope is, if he ends up being the big bad, is that they fully utilize that. Because I'll go there, Destroyer, the same fucking thing. It's a motherfucker that looks cool, but does next to goddamn nothing that means jack titty squat by the end of the fucking movie. So in this case, it's like, all right, well, we have this character that has, you know, a lot of love and legendary status, no pun intended. How can we make it better? That is the core. That is the root. That is the gooey center to this possibly being a real and legitimate thing. It's just, okay, it's Space Godzilla. How are we going to do this? That alone has me hyped for the idea of that of Space Godzilla. It's like, we saw what went wrong. We saw what goes right. Let's avoid what goes wrong and go directly for what goes right. And that's my piece.
All right, I feel you. Listen, I think it might have been one of y'all. Yo, somebody got me. I heard my freaking microwave or oven go off upstairs, like the timer was on. I just ran upstairs real quick, but I think it was one of y'all. So who's microwaving burritos right now?
Listen. My bad. The hashtag sponsored, but not sponsored. I'm heating up some of my factor meals right now.
No doubt. I was like, what the fuck? Did she leave the oven on just now and left while I'm in the middle of the stream? What? Thank God, Gams. I love you. All right. I mean, I've said my piece. I give me Modine. Give me Mo. Matthew Modine doing his thing. Making people crazy. I ain't mad at it. I'm very interested to see where this is going. That's all I'm saying. Wow. Spider-Man don't like the idea of Mothra, and it also comes back. Monsterverse with retcon all previous books as Legendary will make up lore on the fly like usual. Yeah, it's kind of true.
Yeah, you do have to take into account that a lot of these movies, like from King of the Monsters onwards, really, are heavily studio meddled.
Yeah.
Especially Wingard's movies. So
Especially.
I'm hoping that this new director has more creative freedom. But
oh yeah, dude, we don't even know who he is. You think that's real?
I heard that like Legendary is actually pretty chill with directing freedom.
Okay.
Why are you laughing at me? Because of the young geese?
Keep living in your fantasy world. There's
I
still
will.
a company that wants to make fucking money, and they'll do whatever they deem fit to keep making that money.
But like,
nah, there is no Bud Light.
there
There ain't no Bud Light either.
Damn it.
I heard you reeling that one. I heard it. I heard it in the back of your throat.
Yeah,
I heard it.
You know
I
me a little
was
too
swigging
well,
as you
Rob,
said
and
it.
I don't like it.
I was swigging as you said, ain't no pun. Like, I'm like, what am I drinking? What is this?
But hey, yo, I'm the real. I'm the fucking real. If it ends up being Space Godzilla, the marketing push for this movie is going to be fuck off insane. And I think I'm more hyped for that than anything else.
Agreed.
Because keeping something like this secret, I mean, already it's proving to be hard. And I doubt, first trailer out, let's say, mid fucking 2026, we get that famed first trailer or whatever. I'm not saying Space Godzilla, I digress, that was one, is going to be in it. But I say by trailer 2, bro's going to be in it. Because Playmates, worst kept secret in the fucking world, dog.
True.
I think the worst.
I'm telling you this, and dude, I'm telling you, it's only going to help the movie.
It was Playmates, right?
Gonna fucking it was Playmates.
It was Playmates
with Godzilla Evolved, with Shimo, the whole 9 yards.
Going back
Oh
to
yeah,
right?
I mean, all the way back in GVK, they kind of leaked Mechagodzilla.
Yeah.
Well, technically, they didn't leak Mechagodzilla. Some dumb fuck with a goddamn phone took pictures of the toys. That wasn't on them.
Okay,
That wasn't on them.
I feel like we also back then we could have known it was Mechagodzilla, because who else big bad are we gonna bring in, because versus movies are not what they used to be. But honestly,
no, we all predicted the team up.
Yeah, it's if I know we all saying if. Let's be honest. Let's be honest with ourselves. We all know it's gonna be Space Godzilla. If it ain't, it ain't. But I feel like. I'm already hardcore set Space Godzilla, so I'm gonna just say how I feel. So, but if people wanna, people are deniers, but I think Space Godzilla being in the MonsterVerse is the sweetest thing. As much as I don't vibe with the Heisei era, I really do like Space Godzilla. For fuck's sakes, I literally searched for a good before I found it, a Super 7 Space Godzilla. I love Space Godzilla. I love him. I love him so much. I like the movie he's in. I put on the movie time to time, and I have fun. But it again, we really truly don't know if it's outwardly confirmed, because think about it. What if they're just using Space Godzilla as an inspiration?
I don't think this old guy Matthew Modine, who is an old actor, is gonna just post this and this without knowing what's happening.
But yeah, I'm already on the side of it is Space Godzilla. So I'm gonna just say how I feel is that it's Space Godzilla. Space Godzilla is threatening. He's fucking awesome. It's Space Godzilla. It just, again, Space Godzilla. It's, it's so motherfucking cool. I love it, and I'm so excited for what they're gonna do with my boy Space Godzilla.
You know who else is excited? That's revamp that Space G robot.
Please do.
The Super 7 Space Godzilla made me aware of his fupa, and now I can't look at the design.
Bro, that ain't his fupa. Bro is slinging significant mound. That is a whole pussy. I'm sorry.
Dude, bro has wang. Bro has wang, dog.
I'm just gonna say one more thing about this before we move along. Legendary, shut the fuck up and don't kill the main villain in your new movie. Don't pull a Scar King. Don't do a King Ghidorah. Keep this motherfucker alive. That's what I'm saying.
Have him run away to fight another day.
Not even run away. You want me to fucking dig a little deeper? Have motherfucker win.
Yep.
A happy ending.
Empire Strikes Back, this bitch.
Yes. Fuck Godzilla. Fuck Kong. Fuck Monarch. This motherfucker wins. Because then you've got the greatest fucking setup for the sequel.
Yep.
The Earth covered in crystal. tell me I'm fucking wrong.
I don't
Holy
think
shit.
you're wrong
My
one
pussy's
bit.
wet.
That is
My
actually
pussy
the
is hella
pitch.
wet, dog.
That's the pitch I want to hear, bro. That shit right there.
That's peak. That's a peak idea.
Yeah,
Yes,
I
it
love
is.
that.
I love
Yeah,
that.
like literally, just to have Space Godzilla be Thanos Godzilla.
That's because honestly, that's what King of the Monsters missed out on. It should have been not King Ghidorah getting his fucking, his face ripped off or blasted apart. Maybe King Ghidorah does the tactical retreat, comes back later, right? That'll work. I would have totally bought it because I'm like,
I mean, that's what happened in his debut movie.
exactly. I was like, we've seen it twice. Maybe 3 times. Fine, I'm good with that.
It would be crazy if Space Godzilla wins. If it is Space Godzilla and he wins. What if? He retreats? He doesn't die. I want to go off the retreat option. What if he brings back Gigan?
No.
No.
Here's
the thing.
Just have him win and set up the fuck all sequel.
Exactly. He needs to be the center. Because not only is this dude just done so fucking dirtily by his own goddamn movie, he's got supplementary material that gives him even more edge. I say, fuck off with the villain death. Fuck off with that. No, because then you have a marketing tactic that is so supremely goddamn rich. Because for once in this goddamn franchise, you have a motherfucker coming back. That is huge. That can do so fucking much.
Yep. No, I agree. 1,000%. 1,000,000%. That's
having Godzilla and Kong retreat to the Hollow Earth to lick their wounds.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Exactly.
Kong's arm gets chopped off.
Oh.
Yes. Violence, baby. Violence. Godzilla gets his pink spine ripped out from the back. Violence. I don't think they're gonna do all that. PG-13. They could. I
mean, Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
Listen, if Showa Gamera has taught us anything, it's that monster gore is different than human gore in terms of censorship.
This is true. This is so true.
Also, Kong also ripped literally a creature in half in GXK.
He ripped the creatures and he ripped the guts out of the fucking the skull crawler, whatever, the skull crawler prime, whatever you call it. Ripped its guts right out of its fucking mouth.
But it's crazy if we go off the Space Godzilla, he wins the sequel to it, and then he's defeated, but fragments of him was left. Biollante.
I mean, we can talk about that when we see the movie, but Rob's absolutely 1,000 billion trillion% right. That's the type of shit you crown a king on right there. It's good to be the king. Let's get to the motherfucking Spider-Man says, tactical retreat, please. Then he comes back and says, ooh, winning. Yes, even better. You know it.
Hell yes.
Spider-Man swinging through more crystals in Brazil, especially. I mean, why not? There's already ice shards everywhere. And Mecha JR comes in. The Crystal King is upon us. It's good to be the king. All will bow. I love it. I fucking love it, man.
Absolutely. It's the perfect juxtaposition, too. Godzilla
really
claims the throne at the end of KOTM. Who better than to claim the throne other than another Godzilla?
1,000%. I love that.
Mm-hmm.
It's such a great fucking concept. And honestly,
it's such a natural rival.
Yes.
Because Godzilla's going to see it. That's another one of my species. That's a rival. Oh, shit.
I found you, faker. It's exactly that.
But we all know how it's going to end.
Live and learn.
Kong's going to cut his fucking head off because it's a Godzilla.
And who are you? And why do you look like me? I don't look like you. You look like me. Why do you look like me?
Live and learn.
Oh,
well, all right, New Hedgehog, I'll ask the questions here. Who are you? Why do you look like me?
All right, here we go. Next topic, seriously. And I don't know how many of y'all have watched it, but I know I have. So, Predator Killer of Killers. Is it the best Predator ever? Who has seen it here?
So I said I was going to watch it last night. I didn't do that.
He's getting kicked off the podcast right now. I'm just-
Listen, a friend came over, we watched Godzilla -1, and then we talked about D&D for a while. It's fine.
That's, you know what? It's not a bad fucking night. It's
He even brought pizza. Like,
even
bro,
better.
Still didn't do your homework.
Yeah.
I
Alex,
still
did
didn't
you
do my
watch
homework.
Killers?
What?
It was a simple question, yes or no. Did you watch Killer of Killers?
No, I'm sorry.
All right. Rob, did you watch Killer of Killers?
I sat through fucking 16 different moments of fucking stuttering on 1, 2, 3 movies, but let me tell you something.
Oh, I'm sorry about that.
This shit was fucking phenomenal.
Oh, shit?
I fucking love this. There was some weaknesses. World War II, you can go fuck off, but bro, I ain't even gonna get deep with it. Feudal Japan, samurai, predator. That's it.
Yeah.
That like you have my money, you have my soul, you've got my wiener. That's it.
How is the animation?
The animation was nice, but I will say that it was a little choppy in some areas. Like,
But
there
is
were
it choppy on
times-
purpose, like Spider-Verse style?
no, some of it felt kind of. We ran out of budget and we had to take a couple frames out because we couldn't afford it.
I seen that. I did see that. Yes.
We're talking more Gamera Rebirth than we're talking Spider-Verse.
Okay.
But it's not a detractor though, because you're getting a bunch of different Predator stories in an animated format, and they really do use the medium in such a way that feels as if it's playing to a strength and not to a weakness, because they really do go off. Like, no one Predator in this movie is the same.
Yep.
And no one person they're hunting is the same. And
Yep.
I think that is probably the greatest strong suit, is that they gave us a bunch of different stories with a bunch of different predators, with a bunch of different, this is how I'm going to tackle the situation. Oh, I digress. That's two.
Facts.
And honestly, it's up there for me. As of right now, I would put this alongside Prey and Predator 2.
Sick.
That level.
Sick.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
So it's below Predators?
No, it's below Predator.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would put this more so above Predators, because it does enough different
Okay.
versus that of Predators. You see, Predators was something different in and of itself. This is something different 3 times fucking over.
Yeah.
But yeah,
that's the best
it's
part.
an anthology, so.
Yeah.
Do we
They fucking kill it. They
do, we,
do.
do we- do we all forget that Peter Cullen did the noises for Predator?
Absolutely not. He
That-
did it after
Never.
he had a throat
That's
injury after doing King Kong.
Yep. And by the way, that answers that question, Mecha JR. It is an anthology. Thanks, Gam Gams.
Yes.
Yeah.
Separate stories, same movie.
It was
Very curious ending.
very. We won't do that though. We won't.
We'll save that for next week when everybody's actually fucking seen it.
Unless Rob, you want to just
Listen. I will do my homework. I promise.
I want Gam Gams and Alex to
God damn
experience
it.
the way this movie fucking ends.
Yeah, no, I agree, and I want to shout out Brother Chase for keeping his mouth
Wait,
shut.
it's a move. It's a movie.
Yeah,
It's a movie. It's on
Oh.
Hulu. If you have
Oh, yeah.
Hulu, I have
Yeah,
Hulu. so-
I have Hulu. Yeah,
There's
I'll,
no,
I'll,
there's no
I'll-
Bro,
reason.
you got Hulu and you ain't tell me?
Yeah, Rob and I. don't
Listen.
have Hulu.
I'm not sure if the password would work because I don't know if Hulu does that stupid thing that Netflix does with the IP tracking.
I can
Oh, you're
confirm.
right.
I can confirm.
No,
it doesn't. It does
It doesn't.
Nope,
Okay.
Because I had 3 different people trying to hook me up, and that shit got shut the fuck down. That's why I had to wait to sail the seas. And when I found the
Oh,
ship,
so it didn't work.
it did not work.
So
3
it does do the IP tracking. And it's like, oh, you have to be in the same household.
Yep.
That's
Yep.
stupid.
Yep.
It's all right. We'll watch it when I come visit.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
But yeah, no.
Get a VPN and send it specifically to Montana.
I mean,
Specifically to this address.
This address.
you could do that too, but I don't know about spending all the extra money.
Yeah, I'll try to remember to watch it.
Don't worry, you're not on next week. You're good. No, I'm just kidding. That's fucked up.
Well, depends on my work schedule, actually.
Exactly.
But
I will say this. I agree with Rob. This one is right up there with Predator 2. I love Predator 2.
Absolutely.
It is my favorite Predator movie, but the best Predator movie is Predator 1. There's no doubt, no denying. But I love Predator 2. It's right there with that. It hits hard. And the fact that it's an anthology film, the fact that they show 3 different eras, it's not only the same thing. Although when they start to get to it, I'm like, wait, what? And then I'm like, oh, yeah, you know what? That works, space, because this is also all tying into a bigger universe. The Fox universe, you got Aliens, you got Predator, we've got fucking Jesus Christ, I can't think for shit right now. Thank you, beer. When you go to sleep, you get put in fucking stasis. You got stasis, so the time works. Everything comes together. Rob is 1000% correct. While I did not hate the World War II one, that one had the worst and most egregious scene in it. And that was when my man jumped out onto the fucking wing of the plane to fix the engine in the air while the Predator was chasing him. No, that can only work in anime. That would never have fucking flown if it was a live action movie. So that pissed me off to no fucking end.
Do I need to watch
G1?
Yeah.
G1. Would you mind if I left and came back for just a second? I'm going to switch devices because my phone's dying.
Do your thing, of course. I'll pay attention. I'll pay attention.
All right, thank you.
That game. What a fucking asshole. Jesus Christ.
Bro. Unbelievable.
Jesus Lord.
Oh,
Prima Donna over here. My God.
Dude,
let's all bend to your problems and issues, Gary.
Right? At least everybody else, the other cohorts got legit reasons and shit.
He's gonna if he ever listens this back, he's gonna be like, why?
Well, they know it's all.
Oh well, for everyone in the audience, we love each other. We clown on each other. Don't worry, it's all out of love.
Wow, Gambit, listen to him like he's a seasoned veteran here. Fuck, you're 2 weeks in. Get out of here.
He knows.
He does. Let's get into some of the comments. Mecha JR. Wait, does that mean Spacegodzilla is going to drag a space station up his butt to Earth? You never know. You never do know.
He might be in Fortnite.
He'll probably be in Fortnite.
That's a whole nother topic. Hey, Cheryl, how you doing, girl?
Yeah, that's my fucking girlfriend. Hi,
Cheryl. Yeah, you know what? Cheryl.
Says you. Someone
who's supposedly a film major absolutely should. Come on, man. What the fuck? And there's always a way to sail the seas. This is true.
We're always sailing the seas.
I have returned.
Again, love you, Ma. Love you, Cheryl.
Okay, everybody stop talking shit. What?
Hold up. Yeah, chill. No more talking.
I am now on my tablet in case the audio quality wasn't apparent.
How have you seen more like creature features than I have?
Because she's cultured and you're not, apparently.
She literally has told me so many times, yeah, I don't watch that many movies, and it proceeds to watch like more movies than me. Like
because Cheryl is based, and unfortunately, you're not.
Ooh.
Hey Cheryl, whenever you want to watch Predator 2,
who's giving you your playmates again? Who's playing?
We'll do it here. Yeah. The Predator games are really cool too. Oh, look!
You played the games,
oh my God! Chase would love Cheryl.
Why is it whenever I'm on the podcast, I'm learning more things about my own girlfriend?
I'm voting to replace Alex with Cheryl at this point.
Yeah, I'm about to say the same thing. Cheryl, you want to be on the podcast next week?
Not the first time I've been replaced.
Because creatures are cool, and because it's creatures and creatures are cool. Absolutely. All right. This thing, salud.
Salud.
This thing was an amazing movie. The best part about this anthology, I thoroughly enjoyed the Viking scene. I loved it. Loved what they were doing there. But I am a sucker for feudal Japan. You cannot tell me shit. When in Predators, when the fucking Yakuza dude straight up said, you know what? He pulled the Billy from Predator 1. He pulled the Billy. He said, I ain't going nowhere. We gonna fight right now, right here. And then
he
Billy
took the titties out.
Yeah, he took the titties out. Bro, that shit had me fucking backflipping. And I can't backflip. All right? I'm no gymnast. This shit, and the story itself. And the best part about the Japanese one, there's like, and I shit you not, 5 lines of dialogue in about 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
It's great.
It's so good.
What the fuck were we watching, right?
It's so good.
It's such an adrenaline rush. It's so good. It was literally one of the best fucking animes I've ever seen. You know what I'm saying? In recent times.
You want to know it was a really good anime?
No, we're talking about this. But it was
Damn.
Listen,
Shut down.
everybody gets it, right? Like he's new. You can hit him. But no,
One Piece.
dead ass.
Shut up.
Stop that 1,000-year war shit. But no, seriously, this shit was so dope. And the way it culminates, the way it takes all 3 stories and ends up, I sat there and I was like, yes, this is perfect. And I loved every fucking minute of it. Now, again, I agree with Rob 100%. This shit is right there. Predator 2 tier, Predators tier, it's right there. It's above Predators in my book too. It's right on par with Predator 2. I fucking love that movie, and I thoroughly enjoyed this shit. I really liked Prey. And I'm so happy that this kind of fixed the one issue I had with Prey, and that was, this is supposed to be the Predator's first time on Earth. No, get out of here with that bullshit. I want to see medieval times. I want to see the Knights of the fucking Round Table going up against a fucking Predator. I want to see that.
Yeah.
This format, we can get all of it. We can get all of it. I can see Genghis Khan and the Mongolians. I can see that, right? So I can see, listen, as crazy as this might sound, I can see the French Revolution. I can see Napoleon.
No, listen.
Versus the Predator. Like I
want to see
shit like that.
I want to see the Predator versus the 300 Spartans.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh god, that's
that's the strength that something like this has.
Yeah,
like you can have those historical ideas and you can do it, and you can do it in a stylistic and cool way that doesn't overstay its welcome because it's an anthology.
Absolutely. Now here's where, oh, go ahead, Rob. My bad.
No, I was like, in all honesty, like, I've seen people like say they have their issues with it, and that's perfectly fine. But the idea of the Predator franchise being period pieces, even in micro doses, is fire. There is no ifs, ands, ors, or buts about all this. It's like, this is what the Predator has kind of needed.
Absolutely.
And they're kind of fucking delivering pretty fucking heavy right now.
Serious. Yo, if you look at the franchises, as I switch the picture to the Predators themselves, and you could pretty much tell the Berserk is the Viking, Baron is World War II, and the Ronin is top peak. But Rob's absolutely right. The Predator is the one franchise that you could absolutely get away with doing that. And not only that, but you could expand and do space. You can do literally Aliens versus Predator. And I don't mean xenomorphs, but I'm just talking about aliens in general. The Predators on other planets doing this shit. It works. This franchise is perfect for it. And none of us even thought about that back in 1987 when fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger was getting fucked up by this fucking big ass Kevin Nash in a suit with fucking Optimus Prime doing the voice.
Bruh, I have one and only one like dream for a Killer of Killers sequel.
God damn it.
I want Predators in the city in the late 60s, early 70s,
Oh boy.
even into the 80s. Mob.
The
I want,
mob,
I want Predator versus Capone.
bro.
Super fucking heavy. I'm sorry.
No, it's dope. It's dope. Oh man, that's dope. Oh, you know what my problem with that is though? Because it's dope. Don't get me wrong, it is. I kind of seen it in like Batman versus Predator 1 and 2, right? Like it's Batman's not having a hard time. You know, Batman's gonna get these guys, but the Predator he's not Batman. He's just gonna go in and kill everybody and take their fucking necks and spinal cords, and he's just fuck you. What are you honestly gonna do? Especially when I'm invisible. So while I love it, because I would love to see that, everything we've seen the Predator go up against has always been some sort of legitimate badass, whether it be military, whether it be a fucking,
Predator,
American, whether it be
But you see,
well, you know what? In all honesty, Rob, I digress. On some real shit, I digress. Because as much as I love Predator 2 and love Danny Glover,
absolutely,
Danny Glover wasn't that dude. You could absolutely do a mafia gangster Al Capone versus a Predator shit because of Danny Glover. God, I've seen the light.
you've seen the light.
I
But
want
listen.
it so badly just because organized crime, a family versus a predator for sport. I'm sorry. I just have a hard time seeing in any which way that wouldn't be badass. A bunch of wise guys surrounding a predator like that, dog.
Catching it off guard. Yeah, because
Catching it off guard, no fucking less.
Yeah, that's what organized crime is. Wow! What the fuck? Did we just do Godfather X, Goodfellas X Predator here? Bro!
Can you imagine the absolute cinema moment of the Predator repeating something he heard from a mobster in a dark alleyway in New York, and you just hear Vafangu? That would be fucking cinema.
Or
That would be cinema. Hell yeah. Either that or forget about it.
oh, dude, no, that right there. The Predator surrounded and goes, forget about it, and hits the fucking button on the fucking arm. It's over. Oh, God, get to me.
or just fucking slaughters them. Like fuck the button, just get them.
Yes and no, but Predator 2 also showed us, like, he went to war with the fucking Jamaican gangs. He took the head.
Listen, there's a difference between the Jamaican gangs and the mob. How
That's
he
very
got
true.
the jump on the Jamaicans, I'll have no fucking idea. That shit remains to this day the most unbelievable thing about Predator 2. Fuck your alien tech. But I digress. That is 2, maybe 3?
That's an official 1.
No, like, dude, like, seriously. Samurai, Vikings, fucking World War II, mob.
Yo,
Mob.
It is an actual natural progression. It makes all the sense to do that. I'm so fucking
So we got mob, we got the 300 Spartans, Shaolin monks.
Yo!
the most desolate places on the planet? Are you kidding? And
Yo,
they don't even
dude.
Hear me the fuck out. Predator don't even fuck with the monks. Predator joins them.
Oh my God. I see it. Oh, where's Chase? Chase right now is so mad at us, right? He's like, what the fuck are y'all talking about?
Bro.
And ladies and gentlemen, Brother Chase is the resident Predator, the way he is like Godzilla, but Brother Chase is the resident Predator fucking scholar. Like he lives that, breathes that shit. and we haven't gotten his take because he's held off. And unfortunately, he wasn't able to make it today. But we got to get him. We will converge and do, because seriously, the pitch for Killer of Killers 2 right now is through the roof. You can do anything when it comes to this anthology style, and that's what I love. This is why I love something like Love, Death, Robots. You can do whatever you want, but in a franchise that's built upon a hunter and prey, Jesus, you could. Oh, God, Shaolin Monks Mafia, and you fucking kidding me? Get the fuck out of here with this bullshit. I love it. I love it.
There's a sequel, Hulu. We'll take our checks now.
Yeah, I want my check in the mail.
I want to direct.
Picking up a faint signal. Oh, okay, never mind. But yeah, seriously, so dope. I love the ideas. Again, this movie was really good. The ending, the way they brought it all home, I thought that was fantastic. It did set up, more stuff with these characters. While I would love to see it, at the same time, I don't. All right, Rob, I have one problem. It's not even a big problem because it was so well done, right? It was well done. But my one problem with this is usually, right, with the exception of, I would say, Batman versus Predator, usually if someone beats the Yautja, that's it. They're a champion. You get left alone. You did it. You passed the test that we couldn't. So that was kind of like the one thing I didn't like, the fact that they did all three of these, eras beat a Predator. But then at the end, they're all together again, trying to prove themselves. And I could see where in a bigger picture that makes sense, especially because, we've got so many movies under our belt where we've beaten Predators before. But I'm kind of like, I've always liked the notion of hunter versus prey. And if the prey beats you, it's over. Like, dude, I got you. Don't come back for me. I got you. I'm the champ. It feels like sport.
And that's their culture.
That's
if the prey wins, they leave them alone.
That's the one thing about the movie that kept it from being above Predator for me.
Yeah.
It's like, I understand why. I do. I mean, these are all different cultures. These are all different, clearly fucking tribes and shit. But that's the one thing that kept me from loving it as much as the original. Because then, like, if that were the case with this movie, it leaves it more open-ended for that of another anthology and not a sequel anthology. And that's the one thing I don't want to happen, just because then you're kind of just restricting yourself. You can still have fun, but you're having fun at the sense of, I always like to discuss it like this. You have a mansion, and when you have this idea, you're able to go to all these different rooms and utilize all these different ideas. And then when you come back and you do it again, and it's a direct follow-up, then you're kind of limiting yourself to maybe 3 or 4 rooms in this 6-floor mansion. I don't think that's the move for this, especially for something that technically the only reason why they line up together is because of the ending. I feel like stick to that of what has been established prior and allow yourself that creativity, and then do something maybe a bit later on. Because with the way that, certain things happen and certain things end, it kind of does just feel like we're setting up a series. Not so much something that, well, in the next movie, they're going to fight the mob and the 300 Spartans and the Shaolin monks. It feels more like, well, here's this.
That's just me though.
No, that's exactly what that is right on point, 1,000%. Because that's how I felt. It was like, all right, we got this, we set this up, but yeah, no, I want to see more. And just hearing the ideas of, you know, the 300 fucking Spartans, the fucking Shaolin monks, and the fucking mafia, like, let's fucking go, right? Like, legit. That's what I'm talking about. Let's get to some comments as Alex's lady comes in. Ooh, I would love that. Whatever.
Love what? The mafia one, the 300 Spartans, or the Shaolin monks?
All of it, and a bag of Chips Ahoy. Cheryl comes back. I can definitely see like normal people thinking that it's costuming. Yes, okay, yes. We were talking about the mob, right? Right. And then a scene where a bunch of people kind of go to the Predator. And it's like it's a big crowd, kind of crazy and overwhelming. Could you imagine that shit? And then the Predator starts killing everybody. Kind of like Zombieland intro vibe. Good God, girl, you are devious. Holy shit.
Cheers.
Da-na-na, ba-na-na. Predator going barehanded with his training arc with the monks. I mean, honestly, Spider-Man, is that like, could we not see that? Is that so wrong? That shit is fucking dope.
Yeah, dude.
Da-na-na. Bad Bloods, maybe, like with the Super Predator clan from Predators abducting killers and hunting them. Don't follow rules. That is a very good idea. Bad Bloods. What about Badlands? Because Predator Badlands is the next movie coming out. And what I love about it is it's in the future. There's whaling Utani things. There's a fucking droid. Okay? There's an android. We're doing so much within the universe that Disney has bought. And it seems so far they're doing it right.
Yeah.
It seems so far they're doing it right. And I pray, fingers crossed. Last week we talked about Alien Earth. I hope that as somebody is doing some weird voodoo shit outside my door, who's in my house? I don't care. As long as everybody's safe. That they're putting it together and it's making sense. And Badlands is coming out. Badlands is coming out. And I don't think it has anything to do with what we just saw. But at the same time, you could put it together. But
absolutely.
There's no lie at all with, you know, the idea of Killer of Killers being that anthology film that just rolls on and does not have to focus on these three characters. They can focus on humanity and history. And like I said, you could even go off Earth. You could even go off Earth and have a good fucking time.
Factual.
What if you come across a fucking species that's more scientifically or militarily advanced? Is that even a word? Advanced than the fucking the Predators. What are they gonna do? Call for backup? That's against their code. What a fucking mode. I would love seeing shit like that. I cannot lie.
Agreed.
All right. Well, listen, we're doing it again. We're doing it again. It's happening the way it's supposed to. For the next couple of the next 2 segments, I don't have any pictures. I'm gonna be honest. So you're just gonna see us just hanging out. Because we're gonna go up, we're gonna do something right now. My good friend Rob over here, my brother from the great state of the tri-state, because that is a thing. I forgot to say that in the beginning because I felt sick over the stupid Baja Blast. Fuck me up, but I'm better now. I'm on point now, motherfuckers. I'm here. Let's go. Yeah, you know it. A little bit. Just oh, thank you. Here we go. We got a new segment. Here we go. It's as I hold up, get rid of this. Robbie Buttafuoko in your ear. Let's go. Rob, you got something to say? I want to know what it is.
I I mean, this can go fucking 3 different fucking ways, but from what I discussed with you, I just wanted to talk about the Space Marine Battle Hardened 4K Fuck Off in Your Face edition, which hit Game Pass this week.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just to kick it off, this is something that myself and Gams down there has been kind of hoping for ever since Space Marine 2 dropped, because we are both avid players of the original Space Marine. We both enjoyed it back in the day. We both didn't have a physical fucking copy to play it on our current Xbox consoles or anything like that. So when this announcement came forth during, I believe, a Warhammer 40K week, something Skulls, I believe. I'm not sure.
Yeah. They did a bunch of announcements alongside Bolt Gun 2.
Yes, this was one of the announcements that coincided with that of Bolt Gun 2, which is the boomer shooter-like story of that of our boy Malum Kaido, aka the fucking attack dog to that of Titus.
Yes, the Doomslayer of the Space Marines.
Yeah, pretty fucking much. But I just wanted to go over just like real quick how we feel about it, because this is just another remaster. This is just an upscale. This is them bringing the game to a brand new audience who might have not played the original but played 2. And I'm just going to say, like, right off the cuff, I've been enjoying my time with it. I think it is a very well done remaster and upscale. I'm always going to be one of those people that when you do a remaster or an upscale, maybe you should have like updated a couple of things here and there beyond a visual aspect. But at the same time, the game in and of itself has remained timeless, has remained fun. I've been enjoying the shit out of myself trying to balance that of Mario Kart World and Space Marine. But it really did scratch that itch back in the day in between Gears of War games of just being another Gears game just in a completely different universe. And I remember why I fell in love with that game at release back in 2011, 2012. And I'm going to kick it to Gam now. Like, how are you feeling about it, bro?
Oh, dude, let me tell you. The wave of nostalgia that flooded into me, seeing your message that the game finally dropped and that I could download it, I was waiting all day at work to quickly get home and get my hands on it and get some quality time. And I've been immensely enjoying myself, from the janky running animations to this day that is just like brother just turns into Usain Bolt.
Bro just be flinging his shit like, "Ayo, I'm wearing a 300-ton suit. Look at me go."
Yes. I'm 10 feet tall coming straight at you. I've even enjoyed the aspect that they've updated the controls to be like closer to Space Marine 2's controls, so that, transitioning from Space Marine 2 to this remaster isn't as jarring. But for those of us that did play the original, you have the option to go back to the original control scheme, which is also really cool.
Yes.
Space Marine 2, by the way, has kind of ruined me, because I'm blowing through this game, at least on normal mode, because I've learned all the ins and outs and all the combos are there, and it's just great to be back, man. Killing orcs, and later on in the game it'll be Chaos Marines and stuff. If you're into Warhammer, I'd say this is a must download if you have Game Pass, or a must buy if you don't. And if you're like on the fence about it, like, think about it like this. It's Gears of War, but it introduces concepts like glory kills, which, you know, most people associate with Doom, but like Space Marine kind of did that first.
Yeah, they kind of did. There's nothing more satisfying than hitting Y and then hitting A and then literally grabbing an orc by his head and then just leading him into your chainsword and sawing him in half.
Or
I'm sorry.
choke slamming him on the ground and stomping his head in.
Yeah, like, dude, this shit is just so much fun. So much fucking fun.
Like,
And Leandros, that bastard.
oh, that motherfucker. We us homies, we hate Leandros in this household, bro.
We really do. Motherfucker is the literal
The
fucking...
Codex Astartes doesn't support your mom.
It's like, shut the fuck up, Leandros. Go the fuck away. Go be somebody the fuck else in the next game. Thank you very much. Fuck off. God damn.
And you know, I have always said that this game is like your perfect introduction to the Warhammer 40K universe. Like,
Yeah.
this might make people fans of the world.
I couldn't agree more because they don't hit you over the head with a sledgehammer about it, and they give you just enough to get interested. And I think that's probably the best thing that they did both back in the day and right now, is that they made an excruciatingly excessive game out of something that is very much not all that excessive when it comes to the lore, the world building, the characters, the story overall. And I mean, to see that brought back in the modern day made me happy. It made me smile. I know it made you happy. It made you smile. And I give them so much love and so much credit for actually putting in the work, remastering, upscaling, the whole 9 yards, doing their little updates, because this is something that was drastically needed.
On that front, that is probably my one and only like nitpick, is that it is very close to the original game. Like, not much upscaling has been done. Not much up-resing. Like, it could have been... am I asking for something like on the lines of like Oblivion Remastered, where they just slapped the Unreal Engine over it like a skin, like a skin meat suit that you parade around and add 100 gigs to the fucking download? No. But just a little bit extra, you know, make it look more, at least halfway in line with how beautiful Space Marine 2 looks.
Then you have to do what you just said you didn't want them to do.
Yeah, to be fair, this was probably put into production maybe 3 weeks after Space Marine 2 broke every fucking expectation that they were expecting.
And it broke expectations.
It absolutely did. A lot of people played Space Marine 2, so they were definitely like, all right, there's money to be made here. Let's shake hands with secret handshakes behind closed doors and just get this going.
Yeah, like, hey, Sega, what you doing right now? Oh, you're remastering a bunch of your old games. You're remaking new games for your old systems. Come here a minute. We got an idea for you.
See, but that's the thing that drives me kind of crazy in that regard, because you're like, dude, I am mad that I missed out on the first Warhammer Space Marine game. I didn't know that it came out on a PS3 or Xbox 360. You know, like, I was playing Gears of War and Halo on the Xbox 360. I was playing Resistance and Infamous on my PS3, right? Those were and Killzone to an extent, Killzone 2 and 3. Those were the games I was playing. I was looking for those exclusive games outside of whatever. I never understood the Space Marine, the Warhammer universe, right? I always took that as a PC tactical real-time strategy type of game. I did not know that there was a bigger universe until way later. That on the
it's far more than even just these two video games.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm getting at. Like, I got like on the first Xbox One, it was like I was fighting rats in first person, giant rats in first person. But it's a Warhammer game. And I'm
Oh
like,
yeah, Space
what
Hulk.
the fuck?
Oh,
Yes. And I got like 3 games outside of Space Marine 2. And I'm like, this universe is so expansive. This is what video games should be, right? Like, you can play whatever you want. They give you that option. The variety of this Warhammer universe is unfucking believable, to the point you got a boomer shooter 8-bit. Well, 16-bit.
A little bit more than 16-bit, but
But
you know.
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like straight up old
I would
school
say,
Wolfenstein Doom style.
yeah,
fucking-
yeah, DOS box.
Yes.
DOS box,
And it's
yeah.
like, I can play that? What? That idea of this universe, that whatever Warhammer has created, you can be a Space Marine. And I haven't played the first one, so I don't know about the orcs, but I played the second one, and those white aliens, okay?
The Tyranids.
Them Tyranids.
Tyranids.
They remind me of the white aliens from DC. from fucking Mars. The white Martians. White Martians.
And Colonial Marines.
Ooh, fat.
Yeah, they're very xenomorph-like.
We're dead. Ooh, fat.
That's a podcast in and of itself, but we'll
You ain't
cut that
lying.
off right now.
But
Greasy
that's,
Randy.
like the fact that you could do that and then go play a first person and kill giant rat men, or go another first person where you use magic. What?
Yeah, there's magic and stuff
What?
like because a lot of the ideas in Warhammer 40K also bleed into Warhammer Fantasy, because that's a whole separate thing.
Yeah, there's a lot.
There is a lot.
There's an excessive amount of a lot, but that's why I give Space Marine 1 and 2 so much credit. They're very much accessible to the generalized public, like myself and like Gams to a certain extent. You know, you can pick this game up and not be completely like right in the face with all this shit. And it opens up the conversation. It opens up the mindset to wanting to learn more. And whether you do or whether you don't, that's perfectly fine. But when it comes to something like Space Marine 1 and Space Marine 2 and eventually Space Marine 3, which is confirmed and is a real thing, I think they do a very great job at not hitting you over the head, but giving you enough to make you interested.
Yeah, get you intrigued, get you to go onto YouTube and watch all those lore dump channels.
I do that every fucking night. I just watched one for Darth Revan. And I swear to God, I woke up this morning, I was like, do I really need to buy fucking Knights of the Old Republic 1 and 2 on the fucking on the fucking Xbox now?
Do it.
Even though I had the original one when it came out on the first Xbox, and that's the only game I ever fell asleep on without
well,
being
dang.
drunk.
Oh well, dang.
It was like,
Oh,
yeah,
Yeah.
fuck
but
that.
but for real though, subscribe to Luton09. He's the goat for Warhammer videos.
So no, and that's the thing right here. Like, honestly,
Him in West Ham.
when Rob threw up in the well, not that he threw up, but when Rob put up in the fucking in the messenger chat, yo, this is happening. Is the Warhammer remake, like the first, not remake, remaster. I was like, oh shit, I get to, because that's how I want to play it. Like, I enjoyed the little bit I've played of Space Marine 2. I have not completed that game at all. Literally, I told y'all. I'm at the fucking part. I just got the jetpack. I just got
Playing Space Marine 1 might get you to go finish Space Marine 2.
and that's the thing.
Definitely.
That's my whole thing. Is like I want the continuity. So the fact that I didn't play Space Marine 1, and when I found out that it was actually on the PS3, I got mad at myself. I was like, fuck, I should have bought this game. I should have
Oh, yeah.
played this game
Like-
back then.
like-
And I did. Now I have the chance, but here's the problem. I'm too busy caught up in the Grand Theft Auto series buying Mind's Eye $90 version. That's not true. That's not true. I'm not gonna buy Mind's Eye. I wanted to buy it. I did. I really did. Then I seen the reviews. I watched about 4 or 5 reviews today. Wow.
So
But
a bit of a backstory, right quick. So Space Marine 1 was actually my first PS3 game.
Oh, wow.
Mine was Wolfenstein.
Wow.
I'm just here for the ride. I know nothing about video games.
Oh, you're good. So my uncle
Bye,
took me to
Alex, 'cause
GameStop.
The rest of the fucking podcast is about video games.
Goodness gracious.
You might want to go and hang out with Cheryl from here on out. You can join us in the chat, brother.
So my uncle took me to GameStop, and I traded in my old PS2 and all of my games in order to get a PS3. It was my graduation present.
Real
right?
quick, what were the games you traded in?
If I recall correctly, there was Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3, which is worth a stupid amount of money these days. So that's regret number 1. Regret number 2 would be Incredible Hulk Ultimate Destruction. Regret number 3 would be all of my Spider-Man games, which would be Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man Friend or Foe, Spider-Man Ultimate Spider-Man, Spider-Man 1, the video game. I didn't have the PS2 version of Web of Shadows because it was a side scroller and it was vastly inferior to the PS3 version.
Right, you're right.
And
I like Kirby.
a few other games, my Jack and Daxter games, my Ratchet and Clanks, basically my entire collection of PS2 games. Like, that's what my uncle made me do. It's looking back at it, I'm kind of mad, but I have a new PS2. It's a PS2 Slim. Yeah, and I'm slowly starting to regain my PS2 collection. It's fine. Why? Who's shushing me?
Nope. Nobody. Go ahead.
So I got the PS3 and I was looking around because, it wouldn't be fair to have a console without some games, right? So I was looking around and, really unlocking this memory. I was actually a year late to Space Marine 1. I played it in 2012 when I graduated high school. So I saw the game on the shelf and it stood out to me. I loved the power armor, the chainsaw sword, the dude in midair going to swing at this big ass orc or whatever the hell he was swinging at on the cover art. It just struck me, and I was like, "This game looks like it's gonna be cool. I'm gonna buy it." And so I bought the PS3. I bought Space Marine, and it's been done from there. That's been one of my most nostalgic, most special video games in my life because that was my graduation present.
We've had multiple fucking video game podcasts before we did this live stream for over a year, way back when, and you never mentioned this.
Well, Space Marine 1 was a very niche game. It didn't sell very well.
Fair.
And I just, a lot of times when I'm talking video games with friends and stuff, I'm just assuming that they've never played it. Now that Space Marine 2 is out and like a lot of people fucking played it, now I can talk about that stuff with people. Be like, hey, have you played Space Marine 2? Oh, you have? Let's talk some shit, shall we?
Factual. So yeah, that's Space Marine 2. I mean, 1 Battle Hardened edition, something to that extent. If you have Game Pass, if you have an Xbox, it is currently exclusive to both of those 2 things right now. I imagine it's going to come to PlayStation at some point.
It's also on PC.
Oh, it's also on PC. There we go. That's that. But honestly, if you enjoyed Space Marine 2, you'll enjoy Space Marine 1. Just be mindful that it came out a decade plus ago. That's all. And honestly, it's been a lot of fun returning to that game. Makes me very nostalgic for the summer of which I graduated myself, 2012. And it's a good time. It's a fun time. I've been having a lot of fun. But admittedly, I've been playing too much Mario Kart World over that.
Whoa. Wait a minute. Y'all motherfuckers are the same age?
No, he's 1 year older than me.
Yeah, I fucked up in high school.
Don't worry, Rob. We on the same level.
I graduated last year.
Listen, man,
Rob, that might be a thing from the great state of the tri-state.
Just getting
Bro.
held back a grade.
drugs are a hell of a drug, and that fucked up like my brain my senior year. So I fully admit to being a fuck up and then getting my shit together and graduating before they would have kicked me out and I would have gotten my GED. So there's that. But regardless of that, Space Marine and a PS Vita was what I got for my graduation gift. And I enjoyed both immensely for the time that they were around. So,
And that why, ladies and gentlemen, that is the segment. Robbie Buttafuoko in your ear. Let's get to some comments.
yes.
Wait, hold on. I keep on cutting out because of my Wi-Fi, but it was on Vita?
No, I just got a PS Vita as well. That's it.
Oh, okay.
Also, Drew, no one was shushing you. I was blowing my nose and I forgot the name.
They're all good. Mecha JR comes throwing the skulls. I'm pretty sure that's a Warhammer reference.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Mecha JR, hell yes, Space Marine is excellent.
It absolutely is.
Absolutely.
Jumping back a topic, Cheryl comes in, and I got to put her up there because she seen more movies than Alex. What if, like, Mickey 17 versus Predator? That's crazy. Clone versus Predator. You know what?
About it.
Star Wars. I mean, Disney owns both. Let's go. Give me Republic Commandos versus Predator. Let's do that. Mecha JR, wish they would explain anything about Nemiroth.
Yeah, he was the big bad villain in Space Marine 1. And he was kept pretty vague, and he wasn't mentioned again in Space Marine 2. Like, he didn't show up, so maybe Space Marine 3.
Yeah, he was kind of there and then not there. So, yeah.
Gotcha. Mecha JR, Boss Grimskull. Wah! All right, yeah.
Get off my ship, Space Marine!
Yeah.
Get off my ship, know what you're talking about.
Marine.
Giant rats would be Vermintide. That's the one I got. There's Warhammer Fantasy and then there's Warhammer 40K.
Yeah. So Vermintide, yeah, that's
Vermintide.
Warhammer Fantasy. That's not Warhammer 40K.
That's what I've got. Vermintide as
Which there is a Warhammer 40K version of Vermintide. It's called Warhammer 40K Darktide, also on Game Pass. Shout out.
Facts.
yes, and I think I have that too. I just never played it, but I did play Vermintide for about 30 minutes. Try out Chaos Gate, the OG. It's an unapologetically cheesy XCOM title from the 90s. You see, sometimes Mecha JR, that's all we need in life.
Factual.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. All right. We got all that done. So let's, again, I don't have any pictures. I apologize. You're just going to look at us while we yap. Last but not least, let's go in because I've got some things to say, and there's a lot. Last week was the Future Gaming Award. I mean, not awards. The Future Show.
Summer Games Fest.
Summer Games Fest. Thank you. And they did some future shit, but it was stupid. It was fucking dumb. And Rob was there. Rob joined. I was folding laundry, watching this bullshit. And nobody was there with me when the Xbox One dropped. It doesn't matter. It was fine. But here's the deal. Rage Against the Machines. When do gamers say enough is enough with these high game prices? Because outside of Nintendo Switch 2 saying Mario Kart World is going to be an $80 game, Nintendo does that shit, right? Yo, Outworlds 2, Microsoft said is going to be an $80 game. Now, I've never played the first one. I saw the trailer for the second one. It looks fun. Don't get me wrong. I was like, all right, that's cool and all that fun shit. But at the same time, not my game. Not the game I want. And the Mecha JR comes in. When is enough? Now. Ain't no lying.
Facts.
I watched a podcast Monday or Tuesday where I was like, oh shit, there was a lot they were talking about in regards to the higher gaming prices. And we've spoken about this plenty of times. We've done this. Everybody here knows that I'm going to be the asshole willing to pay $100 for Grand Theft Auto 6 if that's what the price is. I'm going to buy that at $100 base. I just will. But that being said, does that give carte blanche to any other or every other studio making games? Let's put our games out for $80, $70 to $80. Is it feasible? Is it feasible? Mind's Eye came out and I looked at it, and don't get me wrong. Again, I wanted to buy it. I ain't going to lie. When I saw that shit, I think it was last year or early this year. It was around the same time I saw The Precinct. Rob was with me watching that thing. I bought The Precinct. I have that game. And Mind's Eye, I was like, oh, man, that's the type of game I like to play. And it came out this week. Came out 3 days ago. But it got shitted on. It looks bad. It looks terrible. And it's one of those games I am willing to wait for the patches and the Christmas sale. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie. I get that game for $20 on a patch. Yeah, I'm going to buy it. It has not hit that stupid level of, I think the highest I saw it was $60 or $70. But the base game was, fucking $60. Fine, whatever. I'm not going to buy it. But then there's other games that are coming out and it's like, do we want to spend money like that? Now, here's where I'm going to give Nintendo a pass. As much as I don't want to do that, and that's no disrespect to Nintendo, they want to charge $80 for Mario Kart World. They want to charge $80 for Metro Prime 4. They want to charge $80 for whatever new Mario or Zelda game comes out on the Switch 2. Go ahead and do that, because here's the reason why I'm okay with that, even though I wouldn't pay for it. At least they're fucking finished. Now, I say that, but the only one here with a Switch 2 right now and Mario Kart World is my brother Rob. Yes. So I'm going to go to him and ask him, is that game finished? Or is there certain things you're like, nah, I wouldn't have paid $80 for? Or is it, yeah, it's worthy of $80? Rob.
I'm going to be upfront. The game is the most fun I've had with a Mario Kart game since Mario Kart DS. But I will say this much. At $80, absolutely the fuck not. I do not think a game like a racing game is worthy of that of an $80 price tag now. That is to say, there is a lot to do in Mario Kart World. There is. There's more than just the Grand Prix. There's the free world roam, which is here nor there for a lot of people. I think it's fun, but I feel like there could be a lot more integrated that might come with DLC, patches, whatever have you, updates, the whole 9 yards. But if you were to tell me, like, if I wasn't able to get the bundle where I essentially got the game for $50, and I was like, all right, well, it's either between Mario Kart World or Cyberpunk 2077, my mind would immediately go to Cyberpunk 2077 because I've played that game before and I know what kind of game it is. Now, if a motherfucker told me this is a racing game that is worth the $80, I probably still would have said no. I'm be fucking upfront. I'm addicted to Mario Kart World. I love Mario Kart World. I have fun with Mario Kart World. It's so much fun. But for $80, I kind of have to put my foot down because it's not the type of game that I would say fully utilizes the idea and fully utilizes all of its own, how do I say, offerings. Because when you say open world racing, it's like, all right, so you're probably going to have a lot to do. The majority of open world racing on that of Mario Kart World is finding panels, taking your however many fucking characters to different food stops to get fucking costumes, and then collecting coins so you can unlock more fucking carts. I would not say that is $80 worth. I would not say in any way, shape, or form that Mario Kart World is an $80 game. Not at all. No.
Rob, let me ask you a quick question.
Please.
remember back in the heyday of Nintendo, regular Nintendo, right? You had Super Mario Brothers 1, Super Mario Brothers 3. I think Super Mario Brothers 2 did it too, but that was like not
That
a
was
game.
Doki Doki Panic.
It was Doki Doki, right?
Yes.
But Mario Brothers 1 and Mario Brothers 2, right? You can do a certain thing. You can jump over the fucking level and run on top of the bricks. At the very top, all you see is Mario's feet. You go to a secret level. You could do that in Super Mario Brothers 3. And again, I have not played any Mario Kart games since the Wii U because my daughter made me buy it for her. And I was like, all right, I can't. You're kicking my ass. I hate racing games. But is there like secret levels where you can like do certain things? You were saying something in that regard, like, for instance, can I like maybe jump and there's a fucking green fucking wormhole I can go through and
Pipe.
ahead of people? Yeah, pipe.
Well, there are certain aspects to the open world where you can use a pipe and get, a certain area, but I wouldn't exactly call Mario Kart World in any way, shape, or form comparable to that of Super Mario Bros. 2 or 3. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's open, it's wide, it's a very huge game for that of a Mario Kart game. And like I said, I'm addicted to it. I haven't loved or enjoyed a Mario Kart game since the Nintendo DS. It's a very long time ago. So I'm kind of operating from this this fucking thought process of I'm enjoying it and I'm really, really liking it to the point where this is all I'm playing next to Space Marine. But at the same time, I'm also only playing it because it's my only Switch 2 game.
That was my question. I was going to ask that question, but okay, there it is. When is the next Switch 2 game that you're Metroid Prime 4? When does that drop?
We don't know when Metroid Prime 4 is coming out. As of right now, we just know it's this year. But my next Switch 2 game is going to be Donkey Kong Bonanza, which is next month.
Oh, dude, that trailer, that game looked fucking nuts. That game is nuts.
Absolutely did. And for the most part, I would say that looks like a game that is worth $70. Because that looks like a game that actually fully and openly utilizes everything that it is set forth. Okay. Whereas with something like Mario Kart World, you are limited to that of going fast in a cart with your favorite Mario-based character, and you're either finding panels or finding food stops to get costumes.
I am glad you said set forth. Because if I'm not mistaken, the specs on that Switch 2 is what a PS4, fourth iteration of a PlayStation, is. Maybe a Pro. I don't know. But definitely a 4.
Yeah.
And I remember buying games for that system that did not cost me $70 at all.
So,
and again, Nintendo has been notorious for this shit though, because Turok 3, if I'm not mistaken, was a $70 fucking game, and that was on what, the 64?
Yes, it was on the Nintendo 64, and the reason Turok 3 was so expensive is because it used the most expensive cartridge that was available, which I think was the 64 megabit cartridge. Turok 1 was on the 8 megabit cartridge for comparison.
Man, listen, that shit at that time is ridiculous. Ridiculous.
And I do believe that is a better part of the gaming uptick cost, because me and Gam Gam were discussing this yesterday to such a length, where the cost of the cart is more than what was going for the original Switch. And this kind of bleeds into another topic that we can touch on at another time. But when it comes down to it, this is Nintendo basically saying, we are spending more money to put this physical item out for you because we don't just want it to be digital.
Yeah, because, most third-party games are game key cards, where when you put the cartridge in the machine, there's no game on it. It's just a download code for the digital version off the store.
That pisses me off to no fucking end.
And that
Nintendo.
isn't directly linked to that of Nintendo. It's more so directly linked to that of the developer of said game not wanting to pay full price for the cartridge that costs more.
Yep.
So it kind of is Nintendo, but at the same time, it's also the dev and the developer. And you can have a back and forth between, well, Nintendo shouldn't have done that, or the developers should have just, put out the money, sales, this, that, the third, the talking points. We can go back and forth between that all fucking night, and I know we can. But the talking point here is Mario Kart World worth like $80? The answer is no. I personally don't think it, and I'm somebody that's massively fucking enjoying it.
You want to know what an open world racing game that I would rather play that has better controls and actually lets you play in the Warthog from Halo? It's called Forza Horizon.
Okay, so you see, that's great. That's fine and everything, but Mario Kart World's controls are fucking beautiful. There is nothing that feels over the top, overly technical, or anything like that. So I can't outwardly just say, control-wise, Mario Kart isn't worth $80. I'm just saying what's currently being offered for it. It's like, yeah, you got a lot of modes, but a vast majority of them, I wouldn't say all this adds up to $80. That's all I'm saying. Wow, look at that dead space. So anyway, the Switch 2. The Switch 2, I do love it. I got it on Tuesday. Nintendo registration. It's been great. It's been fun. I haven't had a fucking issue with it. I did have to do the recovery mode for that of the battery meter because there's been a lot of talks and a lot of issues with people saying I just took my Switch off of the charger and it's already saying that I'm at 35 or 65 or whatever. And it just said that it was at 90. That's all you got to do. Power the fucking thing off. Hold down the volume button 1 and 2 together and then press the power button, go into recovery mode. You've essentially fixed the issue. Beyond that, beyond all that, we all know Nintendo, they could be greedy motherfuckers, and that's beyond the fucking point because that's every goddamn video game company under the goddamn sun right now. I'm sorry.
Yep. It's true.
Yeah. It's not
true.
just Nintendo. Nintendo kickstarted this whole $80 bullshit.
Absolutely. They absolutely did.
But now every other developer is just using that as an excuse to charge more for their games.
And a poor excuse because, again, like I said, at least Nintendo has a complete thing out, right?
Yeah.
Granted, it doesn't matter if you're on a fucking, and I'm saying this yet, I'm like the biggest fucking advocate against it, but it doesn't matter if you're on a fucking system that has last gen's graphics. You put out a complete game. When the fuck? The last time, not Nintendo, but Sony or Xbox put out a complete game and charged you $60. And that's the thing. I think that's the reason why I want to talk about this. This is my rage against the machines, right? We don't get complete games. I look at Mind's Eye, bro. Y'all have no idea. I wanted that game to be that game. Especially when Grand Theft Auto 6 was like, yeah, we ain't coming out this year. What? Because I already have my money aside. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, little secret here, right? Christmas bonuses, right? That's a thing here on the G Show. I love my brothers. I love my sisters. I love them all. They weren't getting shit. It was going to Grand Theft Auto 6 this year. That didn't happen. That's not true, y'all. Trust me. Don't at me in the fucking group chat, okay? But it's like, yo, I was putting money away. Like I said, I'm willing to pay $100 for that fucking game. I hope it's not $100, but if it is, I'm gonna get it. If it was $120, I'm gonna be honest with you, I would have got it. If it was $150, I'm gonna be honest with you, I'd have just sucked it up and said, hey, it's like a special edition console version, just to trick myself into buying the fucking game. That being said, We don't get fully finished games at launch on Microsoft or Sony, and we don't get it. Nintendo does it. Now, whatever Rob said about Mario Kart World, and maybe it should not cost $80, that's one thing. But I'm sure when the fucking Metroid Prime 4 or Zelda or even Donkey Kong comes out, I'll pay the $70 for it, and it's a fucking full game.
Factual.
They don't fuck up. They don't fuck up. So I can't shit on Nintendo in that regard. I only shit on Nintendo because I'm like, put it on the PlayStation 5. I'll gladly pay $90 for it. But I digress. That doesn't count. That's not this. Why is Xbox saying The Outer Worlds 2 is an $80 game? Why does
Why do they say that Ninja Gaiden 4 is a $70 game?
Doesn't matter to us. We got Game Pass. We're getting it.
I mean, yeah, exactly. This comes into my argument, okay, with this whole $80 bullshit, right? Because this whole ecosystem shift and the price increases, that's just going to turn me into a patient man. Because listen, I don't have the best job in the world, so I can't afford $80 games. Point blank, period. But you want to know what I do have? Time. And you want to know what happens with time? Sales. And you want to know what I have in the meantime? A massive backlog of games that I've either lightly touched or haven't touched yet. I could play those instead.
Same. I ain't got the time, but I feel you.
But, and there's going to be a but to this conversation, there's always going to be that one game.
Oh, yeah, there will be that one game. And that's when I go to my buddy Shinrob and go, hey, yo, you want to go 50-50?
And that's true, because that's what we do. And that's what we do when the going's against us.
Perfect segue into this same conversation. That's a perfect segue. You have reliance, right? You're able to say, yo, you do half, I do half, we'll get this game. Let's take a game like, I don't know, something that fucking Microsoft is selling the fuck out on. Gears of War Reloaded. Now look, for someone who I adore, like my brother Chase, does not have an Xbox, cannot get down with Gears of War like we have gotten down on Gears of War. We've done did it. Me, Rob, Gam, we have gotten down on Gears of War last year. It was fucking fun as fuck.
It was.
Every fucking Thanksgiving Eve since 2008, me and my brothers from Brooklyn get on Gears of War and hoard until we can't hoard no more. And now that I live in the fucking West Coast, it sucks for my brothers from Brooklyn because they're like, bro, like it's 4 o'clock in the morning. And I'm like, what are you talking about? It's only 1 over here. Shut the fuck up. Let's fucking shoot. It's fun. Use Gears of War as a perfect example. Now that it's going to PlayStation and PC, and maybe it drops on the Switch too. Who knows? I don't know.
Probably.
There's nothing there that wants me to buy that game again. And why I say nothing there, I mean horde mode, right? It's not even a fucking complete remake. It's a remaster of a remaster. It's the same fucking thing. Maybe there's a couple of extra frames, whatever. If JR was here, he would definitely explain it better than I could, because JR is my technical guy. But it's like, why the fuck would I want to pay buy this game? And if I didn't have Game Pass, how much is this game gonna cost? Are they gonna throw the fucking $70 or $80 price tag at us?
No. These days remasters go between 40, 50, sometimes even pushing 60.
60 I would pay if it had horde mode. Absolutely. 60 I would pay if it had horde mode. Not 60 I will pay because now I can play with Brother Chase. No offense, Brother Chase. But come on, bro.
I mean, it doesn't even matter to us Xbox bros, because, you know, if we already have the current remaster that of Gears of War on on our systems, we get this new shiny version for free.
Oh wait, what?
Yeah.
Yeah. If you have the digital version of the original remaster, you get this one for free. But it's specifically the digital version. But if you have Game Pass, you also get it for free.
Yeah. So there you go.
You see the fucking that's the roller coaster right there.
See, and this is why I'm sticking with Game Pass. If games are going to be this expensive, I might as well just pay the monthly subscription fee so I can just get access to games. You know,
and then I just give you 30 plus or less or more for the premium edition, so we could play for 2 or 3 days early.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's like going to see Superman 2 or 3 days early, man. Who wants to do that? Me? Sorry.
I mean, I do too, but
me too.
No, I'm going on a date that night. I'm taking my brother who took me to WrestleMania. I said, yeah, I got Superman tickets early. I'm there. Yes, sir. Doesn't compare to WrestleMania, but still with it. But the game, like, yeah, I didn't know that about if you had the digital copy, you get this one. I guess that's cool. Do I want to download it now? Again, I'm playing Grand Theft Auto. I want to play these open world fucking go crazy, drive around in cars type of games. That's where my focus is at now. I just get mad at, and you know, EA has done this. Fucking Ubisoft.
Oh yeah, EA, Ubisoft,
Murder.
Activision.
So, but all right. Granted, Activision. Listen, hear me out.
Oh, you're going to talk about Call of Duty.
Listen, because the only shit Activision has actively put out is Call of Duty. I don't know anything else that Activision has been like, yo, Call of Duty comes out every, at the end of the year. Here's something in the in-between. I don't know. If there is something, blow me up, please.
Listen. This is all just because they're lazy and haven't made a new Crash or Spyro game yet.
Or they haven't gotten the fucking rights back to motherfucking Transformers or Spider-Man.
Yeah, true.
God, I miss Skylanders.
Ooh, Skylanders. There's that too. Real quick, let's jump into some fucking comments while we can keep going. All right.
I'm gonna be honest, I know nothing about video games.
I know you said it. That's why, but I haven't kicked you yet. Right. Mecha JR said that. Cheryl, been waiting on prices to go down. Same.
Yeah. Just be patient. They Steam, Xbox, PlayStation, probably they have sales all the time. There's a sale going on right now where a few games that have been on my radar that are like 75 to 90% off.
Listen, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, but before June, Xbox had a sale that had fucking RoboCop, the Alex Murphy edition for fucking $5.
Yes, I bought that. I fell for that.
Dude, but I own it for the PS5.
I don't think Cheryl even has a console.
Which is crazy. All right, Mecha JR. Nintendo proved that it does, sadly. Big Sonic fan here, and I'm not touching Racing Crossworlds because they raised their base price to $70. Not now, not ever. That's what I'm talking about.
No, listen, Mecha JR. Listen to me. I am a fellow Sonic fan. Hatsune Miku. That makes it worth $70.
Hatsune Miku, man. My wife would be like,
Wait. That new Sonic racing game is $70?
Yeah, they raised their price to $70.
Get the fuck out of here,
because of all the crossover characters.
Hold up. The inherent problem here is these companies are going to price out your average gamers. That's a fact.
That's why I love indie games. Indie games are cheap.
But my problem with indie games, and I love indie games too, is 90% of them are fucking Metroidvania, whatever they call it.
Well, there's Metroidvanias, there's roguelikes like Hades, there's boomer shooters.
Not much on the boomer shooter style. Like literally, that's like.
Bro, don't say that because there's like 12 of them coming out within the next 8 months.
Yeah, dude.
Shut up. You saw the same thing I saw last weekend. Shut up, Rob.
Just because they ain't part of the talk show doesn't mean they ain't coming out.
Hey,
Bam.
because they greedy. You ain't lying, lady. Mecha JR, Nintendo didn't start the trend of raising prices, but their family-friendly, quote-unquote, image kicked the door open further. Mecha JR is on fucking fire right now. This motherfucker NBA Jam over here. He on fire.
You ain't wrong.
You got lucky, Rob. You switched to didn't have staples into the screen.
There have been staples into the fucking screen? What?
No, that's not true. Yeah, Mecha JR.
No.
Come on, brother. That's not true. That's
No way.
Nintendo ain't doing. Listen, Nintendo ain't doing that. Listen,
Bro.
Nintendo is a solid piece of hardware. Okay, like from the jump, from the 8-bit to the 16-bit to the 64-bit to the greatest fucking Nintendo system of all time, the GameCube. There's no fucking way.
The risky.
Da-da-da, da-da-da. Outside of playing Pokemon Scarlet in 60 frames per second, at last, I'm waiting for some appealing Switch 2 games. And Spider-Man, my backlog goes back at least 10 years, sadly. I'm the master of waiting for them sales.
Yeah, buddy.
I wish I had that strength.
Spider-Man, I think that's a Hesai bro shit because, bro, you have no idea. My motherfucking Xbox back catalog is retarded. I have not touched about 80% of the games I own. Straight up. And it's all because of sales and shit.
God.
Oh, so
fucking damn
y'all
it.
used to waiting for something better instead of what's available to you currently right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because I gotta be fiscal. You gotta hold on, especially nowadays. With the God King in fucking charge. I can't. It's good to be the king. No, it's not now.
So you're used to waiting for the Millennium Era. All right.
God damn it, Rob! You made me
Damn.
Why active? What? I want to say active reloaded. It was right there. Active. Thank you. Active reloaded. All right, cool. That's actually true. So there you go, Alex.
Oh,
Because your lady got a PS5.
she has a. Oh yeah, I forgot.
Go get him, Sheriff. Mecha JR, they packaged the retail boxes and staple tags receipts onto the screen. Wow.
How? What kind of
What?
fucking staples are they goddamn using? Like, I got the
What
box
the-
right here. It's not the biggest box, but it's not held together by fucking paper.
No. It's not like they're stapling the boxes shut. They're stapling their receipts onto the fucking box. What gives the retailers the right to do that? What?
See, that's just idiocy from fucking retailers. I don't know why the fuck y'all doing that shit. If you gotta leave the store with a receipt in sight, hold it in your fucking hand. It ain't Grubhub.
1000% agree. Bam, 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 bam.
First kitchen deals.
GameStop
and food,
stapled it mostly and damaged the screen.
GameStop's
GameStop.
even worse. They're a tiny fucking store. You pay literally in the middle of the store in front of God and everybody. What?
I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I was really surprised to see the tablet of the Switch 2, like literally right up in front, right there at the top of the box.
Really?
I was expecting it to be a little bit lower down. Not gonna lie.
I mean,
But at the
Flip
same
the box
time,
over.
yeah, I agree. You want to protect it.
yeah, but at the same time, either do it on if you need to fucking staple it, which is the dumbest goddamn thing in the world that I've ever heard. If you need to fucking staple it on the fucking side.
Agreed.
Why are you doing it directly on the front, you fucking nimrods? Listen, no, you know what? I'm going. I work for GameStop. They're nothing but a bunch of fucking mindless fucking idiots that want to pawn their fucking issues off on the new guy that they just fucking hired because he doesn't look like a trustworthy source. So I'll say this fucking much, GameStop. Go fuck yourself and Hong, you stupid motherfucker that tried to blame me for the fucking missing PlayStation 3s when you was just giving them to your fucking cousin to fucking sell on the market. Go fuck yourself. Go fuck your mother. Go fuck your father. Go fuck your sister, your uncle, your aunt, and your fucking grandmother and grandfather for all the fucking dumb shit that you fucking brought upon yourself because you ain't a fucking manager anymore. Your mother doesn't love you. Your father doesn't love you. Your brothers and sisters don't fucking love you because you a dumb fucking cunt that put a black mark on my goddamn record. Go fuck yourself. Die in a fucking plane crash, you dumb motherfucker with your bad fucking haircut. Eat a dick.
Wow. Why you mad? Robbie, motherfucker with your ear, baby!
But hey, yo, shout out to Kevin. That man trained me, and I was able to learn as much as I possibly can while there. Meanwhile, the manager, go fuck yourself. As I already stated, your family doesn't love you. Your lover doesn't fucking love you. You're a fucking piece of shit. Eat a fucking pimple-covered dick, you dumb, ugly motherfucker.
Holy fuck.
Man, the fact that it was a pimple-covered dick, I mean, God
damn.
Jesus Christ.
Bro, I'm going extra off on that motherfucker.
Yeah, you got
Fuck
me
him.
fucking cursing out the Lord and shit, and I can't do that, especially in the times that we live in it right now. I'm afraid to put YouTube on and see, like, the nuclear strike in Iran. What?
Bro, I'm coming for him. I'm cleansing the hatred of all the wicked right now, bro. I'm setting fire to all of their hopes and dreams. Try me.
Smoke that weed, brother. Smoke that weed.
Smoke that weed. Drink that beer. God damn.
Oh, let's go all over the fucking place. Did I do that or some tape?
Yeah, tape would go a long way.
Yeah, some tape would probably be better. My God.
And it's cheaper. Come on.
I know you hurt in GameStop, but come on, you can afford Scotch tape.
Oh, they can afford fucking cellophane to re-fucking package opened up fucking games they get back and sell them as new. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Listen.
Actual.
Listen, this vitriol towards GameStop just reminds me of the time that Redditors decided to inflate their stocks for a meme.
Yeah.
And they made a movie out of that.
They did.
Mecha JR, and it's Rob coming in with a steel chair. Ha! Mecha JR.
Bro.
Mecha JR be watching those wrestling streams, but he don't be commenting. He don't comment. He watches them, but he don't comment. Come on, Mecha JR. Get in the fucking stream.
Yeah, get in. Come into the scraps and graps. Come on now.
Come on, man.
I can tell you so much about fucking GameStop, but I ain't trying to get fucking iced by goddamn GameStop and their fucking league of loyal gentlemen because, hey, yo, fuck GameStop.
Are you telling me there's a GameStop Gestapo?
I'm telling you right here, right now, there is a worse underbelly to that of GameStop than you already assumed there was.
Oh my God.
There is a shittier, phallic, fucking underbelly to that of fucking GameStop that you have never fucking seen. And I was almost the fucking victim of it. So fuck GameStop. You're never getting any of my goddamn money. Eat a dick. Fuck your mom. Fuck your dad. I fucked both your parents, so fuck you, GameStop. And before I fucking forget, my guy Hung, my fucking manager, my guy, I know you ain't listening, but I hope one day by some algorithmic change you do. It's me. It's Bobby. Go fuck yourself. And your shitty haircut. And your shitty glasses. And your shitty sense of fucking style. Because you fucking set me up for some bullshit. And if I ever see you on the streets ever fucking again, I'm looking at you like a motherfucker looks at his fucking dinner right before he just fucking smoked a blunt. I'm coming for you. Go fuck yourself.
It's on site.
You a dumb, ugly piece of shit. And for you to pull that shit on me, go fuck yourself. And then I'm fucking your parents.
Damn.
I'm fucking them so good and so hard they're gonna forget they had a son. You dumb fucking ugly poopy head. Dick. I'm done.
Good Lord, have mercy in your ear.
God damn, bro. Bro has anger.
I mean, you know what though? It's justified. It's not like it's not. It's very justifiable.
It is justified.
One of the things I want to point out real quick that because we're gonna fucking wrap this up real quick. when these games come out and they charge all of this money, I just saw this shit the other day, and this is where I was like, "Oh my god, this is fucked up." Because I never thought of it. It never dawned on me. When these games come out, a lot of these companies, a lot of these game studios are already broken up, so they don't get to pay. Like, these people don't get to pay if you're gonna charge a fucking $80 for a fucking game. The studio is done. It's broken up. That is so fucking egregious and offensive. That shit makes me crazy. It's like, where the fuck are we as a society? And I started this podcast off this way, and I'm going to end this podcast off this way. Where the fuck are we as a society where we can't just, if you give me a great product, nothing has to be perfect, but something that I can get X amount of hours out of it and enjoy it. But by the time that shit gets to me and I pay for it, you see nothing from it because your studio has been disbanded? Man, that is some unfair shit. And yet that is exactly the world we're living in today. That is exactly the state. I don't want to really get into it, but you know, see the America. That is where we are living today. And it is fucked up beyond belief that you have people doing the work like Gam Gam over there, slapping his controller, playing fucking whatever the fuck, Duke Nukem.
Listen.
We are listening. We can hear you.
Well, if we want to talk about society nowadays, there's a lot to unpack, Batman.
Yeah, but we're not. At the end of the day, we're going to do this. We're going to say sayonara. We're
Yes,
going to
sir.
say adios.
Yes, sir.
And I want to say thank you to everybody who has joined us today.
Thank you.
Starting with you, Gam Gam. Thank you for joining us today.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me. I love talking movies. I love talking games. And it's always a nice time every Friday. I look forward to it.
Absolutely. Alex, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me. I love talking movies. I love talking Godzillas. When I can talk about the only few games I play, I love talking about it. I love talking toys when we talk toys, and yeah, shiz is lit.
Sweet. Spider-Man, love you too. Da-da-da, da-da-da. Rob, my brother, thank you. Seriously. Robbie Buttafuoko in there. Beautiful.
Oh, I'm fucking over here, and I'm telling you right here, right now, when Nintendo unveils the next Kirby game, Alex is the motherfucker to go to.
I want to cream.
But other than that, thank you for having me. I was looking forward to this stream exponentially, massively throughout the week. It's always fun. And I know I went hard on GameStop, but no, never mind. Go fuck them too. Their parents don't love them anyway. I'm Shin Rob Jira. Thank you so much for having me. As always, it's a love, it's a joy, it's a goddamn honor to be here chatting with y'all. And I'm going to pass it over to you, G1.
I love you, brother. I want to thank everybody out there who contributed in the chat. Cheryl, Mecha JR, of course, Spider-Man, my arch nemesis. He's not actually. Spider-Man is my bestest friend of all time. You know that. But yeah, everybody out there, thank you seriously for joining us tonight. It's been a fucking ride. It was fucking fun. JR, Chase, love y'all motherfuckers. Can't wait to get y'all back on this motherfucker. We are out of here. You know what? I heard somebody once say, it's good to be the king.
It's good to be the king.